I hate how this is
There,
designed.
I'll turn the stream on.
Matrix.
What? I didn't do it.
I said
What?
I
No,
hate how this
weird.
is designed.
What the hell?
This is a Japanese cruiser. But you
What?
have all this empty deck space just with anti-aircraft guns.
Yeah, I was gonna say, wouldn't there? Okay. I don't
Like,
understand.
there's a full room to put another version of these turrets.
Yeah, that's what I'm. Little puzzle with the design. You could raise that set up, put another set right there. Why didn't? Maybe
because
cost
the
of time.
drones are right below it.
Oh, maybe.
But still, shit design.
Still be enough. There should still be enough room.
Yeah.
It's a weird. They must have had to cut costs at some point.
Most likely.
I can see
yeah,
that. Let me see.
If I didn't show you the Italian battleship a while back.
We will be starting stream soon. Do not pan here. I'll change it to the main screen. You can all look at my screen, not his screen, my screen.
But Matrix, these.
Oh, look at
right
this
here.
cannon.
The cool thing about these is that these two are full 360 degrees, so they can be aiming that direction, but they'll fire at like right here, and can automatically swing around to aim here.
I like that because then I can at least use them at an angle. Oh, it's
And
that
they're 16
one.
guns.
Yeah. It's that one. What was that one called again?
What?
This shit. Yeah, what was that one called again? Oh, I can't remember.
The Colombo.
That's it. I thought Colorado for some reason.
Welcome
Wrong
to Colorado,
one!
son.
Wrong one. Sorry.
Oh yeah, here's the another one to line. Here's the tier 10.
Ooh. Look at that. Isn't it pretty? Wait a minute, what's
Look
in
at
the
AA
mid?
defense though.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what's in the mid section there? Is there any? What is that? Oh, is it just lifeboats and stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, is that? Wait, does that thing have like a U-boat there?
No, I think that's for like sabotage and such.
Oh, okay. It almost comes a little close, but it's not the same. So, but man, that thing's got some setup too. Let's take that in the battle.
That shit right there pisses me off.
What does that say? Does that say HE bomb airstrike? Okay, I can barely. I'm sitting way back, so it's like.
It can call in an airstrike as a cruiser at a range of 13 kilometers.
Okay, they really want to have some fun with it, don't they?
I've faced them a few times, and I was like, "How the fuck is there aircraft with no fucking carrier?"
They magically spawn in.
The dice do. The dice do too.
Oh, yeah.
That's how you play that ship game. You roll dice. No, I'm kidding. No, we don't.
What is this battleship you speak of?
Here's the Dutch fucking destroyer.
What? No. Depth charge?
I'm ready to go whenever you guys are.
Huh? Oh, hi, Dave. No, not kidding.
I don't think those are depth
He's gonna
charges.
kick my ass now.
The depth charges are back here.
Then what the hell are the other ones then?
Probably rocket launchers, but not workable.
Oh, that just sucks.
Yeah.
I could see it launching depth charges though, because sometimes they can fire them out, but most of the time they just roll them off the back.
I'm just happy I got to skip some of the tree by having got to skip a little bit of it. But the reason why I have not said I am ready is because Domino's is about to be here.
That's
This is why you're stalling. I see.
Stalling.
Yes.
And I'm showing off dice and other stuff. Not my dice. I'm just showing.
I mean, would you rather me have you start it and then go, "Oh, I gotta step away"?
No, you're right.
Oh, cool.
You're right.
Hey, we're in a relaxed moment of time. It's all right. We're chilling.
Mm-hmm.
We're in a relaxed moment of crippling depression.
Oh, too late. It's still there.
Well, hopefully we won't have that at least for the next couple of hours.
You think that?
Wait, we'll get that somber
I
moment.
mean, is that what you want me to cause? Is crippling depression for all your characters?
Oh,
No.
God, no.
Well, then don't ask for it.
I wasn't asking for it. I was just saying.
Yes, we want to have crippling depression in our characters. Jesus.
Oh yeah, there's this battleship, by the way.
This battleship. I can't see nothing. What are you talking about?
Oh yeah, I'd already turned it off.
You
Shut the fuck up.
shut the fuck up.
Children.
Oh my God.
Dude, you did not want to have me turn around and just go, Dad.
Look at you, little shit.
Listen here, you little shit.
You little shitmonger.
Jesus. Let's see. God, where were we at? Jesus Christ, I'm looking through my notes. I don't have shit written down, I guess.
Okay, because I'll kind of do a little bit of a longer recap. I mean, we'll just kind of cover what happened last episode.
Okay, I have that new rifle. I got to use that once, or didn't I? Shit. Oh, fuck.
Yes, you did.
Thank you.
That's the thing is, yeah, combat's kind of weird with this game so far, so working it out.
Well, I'm just looking what I had written last was. I know we were at the Coliseum or arena or whatever it was.
Well, I mean,
Visor Elias got like stuck.
Yes.
Does DB have a recording of that?
Famously getting stuck in the box and throwing a temper tantrum inside the box.
I would love to see that, like little animation or at least a little picture of a little box. Get me the fuck out of here!
Get me out of this fucking box!
And then the next scene, who was it?
It just needs
What's
to be
his
an
name?
over-the-shoulder
Noble.
perspective from Eros as they're looking at the box, just shaking in anger.
Yeah, I'm just like, well, remember, I was still in the box pointing my hand. I'd love an animated, like a picture just that with DB's looking over and I'm pointing in a random direction, like, get a recording of this! Because I was still in the box, laughing my ass off. I was just like, okay, this is good. I remember that. But I'm like, what did we do after it? And I'm like, were we still there or were we back? Oh, well, we'll figure it out.
You guys were heading back.
Okay.
You were already heading back.
I see it. I couldn't remember if we were already back or we were heading back or we were still there. And I was like, okay, we'll figure it out. That was funny. I'm like, if I could draw, I would draw that, but it all looked like stick figures. Okay, I'm going to do stick figures. Wait, I got this laptop with the touchscreen. I can draw with my fingers. I'll have entertainment.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I'll touch on pretty much the recap and.
Let me see.
We'll kind of. I mean, there might be some stuff that I might have lost too, because I think I should have everything here. But if I did lose something, you know that might just happen. So just is what it is. We'll circle back to it if we happen to find out what it is or anything. But.
That's right, and I have exploding arrows. I'm trying to go through back, so I'm just reading some of the stuff I have. I'm like, okay, that's right. I have that. We did this. That's right. They don't know about the town yet, so. Here, look at the other screen. Here, I'll flip it to these dice. Oh, wait a minute. Is it this site that had them? Oh, no, it doesn't. Maybe it's this one. One of them had dice with your name on it. Okay, I found a bunch of other stuff. Hey, there's a knife with your name on it, kiddo. This site does like a whole bunch of other stuff though, because it's Etsy anyway.
Oh yeah, they make a lot of custom made stuff.
It's the one site with the secret shop and dungeon is what it's called. So I'm like, they have the wood boxes, the leather, they're
the ones that have the potion dice sets, right?
Yes, here they are. and
Yeah,
I
I've
might
been on that site.
I might create some for either personal use or maybe if we get enough viewers or something, I'll send them a thing of dice or something like this, because I can make this stuff. I mean, I can get it easily, but I just make up a set of dice or something and say, hey, get enough people or something. I mean, I've got to work on the Nerf gun because I've got to take it apart and then I'm going to start painting it. And I'm going to do it with the small one first because I figure I'm going to have that ready.
Well,
Yes, you are. I mean, wait. Visor's the ultimate conspiracy. He doesn't exist. Dave, we found who the real Matrix is. It's Visor. That's the whole code right there. He's an enigma. It's not Trinity, it's him.
I've been an Enigma since pretty much since I've been born.
Enigma. What the? Yep, cat, get out of here. Sorry, I have a cane with a dragon's head. You hear it rattling. It's like a little clear glass ball in its mouth, and I'm like, I got it for part of an outfit, so I'm like,
It's your wizard's cane.
Oh, it's my beating cane. Get it right, motherfucker.
Get out of my store.
Shouldn't it be a wizard's staff, not a wizard's cane?
Yeah, I'm not a wizard. Fuck you.
Yeah, you're a hunter.
No, you're the wizard. Where's your hat?
There's a difference between wizards and warlocks.
I don't know about that with you.
I will use the same argument that the Falcon used against Bucky.
Magic's magic. Get
Wizards
over
are
it.
just warlocks without hats.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh my god. I'm looking at the dice right now too, and it's like, there's this.
Yes, Nick, so we already know this.
Single
This is
potion.
nothing new.
Oh, this one comes with a leather pouch too. And I think this one holds 2. Huh? Oh. I was like, wait, somebody said something, I'm not paying attention again.
It's Nick's.
Yeah, I'm not paying attention to the screens over there. I'm looking at the other screen, and I'm like, too many things. I could put glow-in-the-dark ones in, which because it's Halloween, they have black vials, like a 3 thing with a stand. I'm thinking of getting it, putting the glow-in-the-dark dice in it, and see if they'll glow. And I've got my black lights.
Yeah, they would.
But
they
I gotta
absolutely would under a black light.
But the vials are black, so I don't know if the light's gonna get in there very well. And so I'm like, how's this gonna work?
It's all just a test.
Yeah, so I'm like, I can try it, and I can decorate them up and make them look really good. I might use a bit of leather though, because I do have some in some of my paracord stuff.
I think you can just buy the vials from them, right? Like empty vials. I think.
That's what they are. But
Yeah.
I want to use the stand. It's got a small stand with it that holds the 3, and I'm like, hey, why not? Have some fun with it. And then the other ones, I do have some vials with screw top lids, which I can get the regular ones without and put a cork in it because it looks better. The other ones are great for carrying them, but they're glass, and these are all glass. So I'm like, yeah, if you carry them, I don't make the leather pouches like these things. These are way too nice, and I can't do it, so props to them. I'm like, no, I don't have that capability. No, there were, I guess I don't have it.
I'm just comfortable just carrying my dice in a nice, just kind of a sack, really. I mean, the larger one I have is a Crown Royal bag that I've gotten, and then my personal one, I have like a...
the classic Crown Royal bag. I remember that.
Of course. Because
they're such a good bag to use.
Yeah. I mean, when you got a lot of dice that you need to put in there, perfect size. And I have a small pouch with my personal dice in it in here, too.
Yeah, I've got all mine in the tray thing up above that my wife got me, and that's the dragon one. And I was like, I got most of the ones I want to use in that one.
Mm.
By the way,
So-
I'm ready whenever y'all are.
What? Who are you?
Same here. I'm ready to go when you guys are.
Oh God, do I have to flip a screen? Jesus Christ!
Yes.
I'll put it to this
I
one.
mean, we could just call it off if you want.
Oh, bite me! I love how this session starts out. Bite me!
You're an asshole.
We already know.
Bite my shiny metal ass.
Jesus Christ. Let me get my character sheet up too. Just realized I don't have that set up. That way I can see
I
it.
actually looked over at your screen to see if you had actually fixed my character on yours.
What? On mine?
Yeah, a long time ago you had me as Exo Warlock when I made.
Oh, did I change it? Shit, I don't.
Oh, yeah, you did change it correctly.
Okay, phew. I'm like, I can change it real fast. That's easy enough now. Because now I know where it is. Well, I thought you were an Exo, and then you came on as human. I was like, I completely forgot all about it. And I was like, and then you brought it up. I was like, okay, let's just fix it. I better do it now before I forget. And that's a cat in the background. Sorry. I don't know if you guys heard that. Oh, how do we get this back? Oh, they changed this. It used to be just a bar, I thought. Okay, cool. See, there's that. It's the roll 20. I don't know. I can minimize my character sheet real quick.
Oh, I'm pulling up on my end here too. Just
I'm
like
like-
the character sheet's a little different.
It's like you can double click, and I thought it was a bar across the top, but it goes to a small bar, and I can't remember if it did that. Because I can double click them.
Small bar.
Yeah, I thought it was like a bit bigger.
It
Like
depends
you
on
can-
what browser you're using.
Oh, I'm in
Yeah, because
Firefox.
I'm not seeing any
Oh.
changes on the browser I'm using, but I'm using Opera. So.
All right, let me turn off that. There. I forgot I had Spotify
Hey,
going.
get
So
the
this
fuck
way.
out of the chicken.
All right. Let's turn it over to Dave now and let him continue our illustrious story here.
As I
Yes,
find
yes.
a fucking piece of chicken.
We will
Okay,
mute
man.
him.
Yeah, we don't need to hear no munching on this chicken.
Is that what we're calling it now?
I don't know what anyone's calling it. I'm just doing my own thing over here.
Is it really coming across that fast, Nick? Okay, cool.
What?
I'll mute my
It's
mic
the-
in the meantime.
Because I just responded and she responded back real fast. That's why I was like, Oh, so, hey, we got a good stream today then. Cool. I'll take it.
Sweet. Well,
All right,
that's-
on to you, Dave. I'll let you have it. I'm going to sit back and I'll mute myself so that way I don't talk.
All right. Yeah, no. We're gonna go ahead and just jump right into it. So when we last left our heroes, Earl Shale, Elias Norwood, and their ghosts DB and Paradox, the party had proceeded with the attack on the fallen-infested stadium of Old Chicago. They were joined by the party of Ross, a human solar warlock, Juno, an awoken void hunter, and Noble 5, an exo arc titan. After making a smashing entrance from Noble 5 to gain their attention, Ross's party assaulted the main forces on the fallen while Eros and Elias infiltrated the stadium. What they discovered was a smaller prototype ketch that was ready for takeoff. After dispatching the remaining guards, the ketch attempted to flee, but with some explosive thinking from Elias, he threw the C4 charge at the engine and blew them up, sending the ketch straight into the side of the stadium. The explosion, however, did destroy much of the computer systems inside the ketch, so there wasn't much internally to salvage. Elias did, however, manage to find a ceremonial purple robe that was inside the captain's quarters, but there was no sign of the captain himself. Now, after collecting the spoils and returning home, the party debriefs the Vanguard and readies for their next challenge.
Did we
Now-
have a debrief conversation?
Did you
I
want
don't
to
think
have
we
that
did.
conversation? Because
I think we left the last bit off as us just leaving Chicago and never got back to the city.
Right, so that's what I'm saying. Did you want to have the conversation, or we can just, for brevity, we can move to the end of that?
Matrix?
What do you guys just want to have the conversation?
Sure, I don't remember some of it, but okay.
We got trapped in boxes. We
I
blew up the
remember that.
catch.
Sure. I know the catch was the one. So when you were talking about the purple banner and stuff, I was like, oh yeah, that's right. So this is
Actually,
why
it
Dave
would be good to
recaps.
talk to the Vanguard because I do have something to show.
Okay.
Hmm.
So for the brevity's sake, then you guys did all arrive back into the last city, and we'll go ahead and since you want to start with the conversation, Elias, we'll start with your conversation with Nikon then.
I mean, wouldn't it be kind of a group debrief with even the other fire team?
Well,
Odin?
it's
Uh-oh.
you guys are since you guys are the warlocks, it's going to be you and Ross having your conversation with the warlock Vanguard. Everyone else is having their conversation with their own Vanguard.
Ah, fair enough. Oh God, I want to wonder. I wonder what Noble Five's conversation is like.
Well, I mean, he's the only Titan among the group, so he's gonna have
It's just a boxing match between him and his Vanguard.
pretty much.
All right.
Okay, that's a fight out. Okay, let's just
So-
hear.
Nikon does meet with both you and Ross. You guys do meet in his office. Hello, mate. Ross waves over at you. Ross does wave over at you.
Yeah, I said, well, we're back.
All right. Nikon looks at both of you and goes, "Welcome back. So, how did everything go?"
Oh, went surprisingly well. We found a prototype catch. It's destroyed.
And as you're saying this, Paradox does display images of the catch, just in a little holographic display. Just bing.
Also, if you want to replay what happened to it and how it got destroyed.
And Paradox goes, "Oh yeah, that's a good one." And he replays the video, and Nikon starts watching, and he doesn't exactly look the most happy watching it crash into the wall, but he goes, "Well, okay."
I mean, hey, we stopped
What
it
do we
from leaving, and so.
Yes. What do we get out of it?
I found this, and I pull out the purple ceremonial robes. There wasn't much left for the computer systems and such, but yeah. And I don't know if you can identify what house it belongs to, but here. And I just hand it to him.
Nikon looks at it and kind of just opens it up and notices, goes, "Well, the purple's a familiar color. This is the House of Rain."
The servitor died. Um, I can't really think of anything else. Ross, do you have anything to add?
Ross is just kind of sits back, goes, "We pretty much handled everything on the outside. What you guys found on the inside is all you."
Yeah, there really wasn't much else. All the high value targets are dead, so.
Nikon kind of looks everything over and lays the robe down on his desk. He goes, "Well, good job, both of you guys. We don't know exactly what was the catch going to be for, but anything we can thwart of the fallen is good for us."
Well, I would say it was probably a high value target's personal ship, because Paradox, do you mind pulling up the schematics of that private room
And
where I had Noble throw a desk out the window?
yeah, Paradox will basically kind of reconstruct a 3D display of the room,
And
basically showing a schematic.
I just go, and this is no ordinary person's room aboard a catch. So this shows that this was a private ship for somebody.
It does seem that way. The size of it, it's basically a Corvette class of their larger ship. Faster, meant to move in and out in a hurry.
Mm-hmm. I'd say probably it was a Kills, but he wasn't there, so.
Well, Either way, we happen to thwart another one of their machines. As far as everything else goes, we've been getting rumblings of communications coming from the reef.
Oh God.
And Ross goes, "Why do you say that?" He's looking over at you.
Oh, it's just the reef. That means I have to deal with I can't remember his name at the fucking moment. Uros's past.
Dun dun dun.
Uros just sneezes in the other room.
Are your ears burning?
So I get to deal with that. Have fun with my fire team member.
Well, we haven't exactly gotten the word down the line yet, but we should be hearing something here in the next day or two. In the
All right.
meantime, take your time and do what you like at the moment.
Okay.
Ross just kind of stretches and goes, "All right, I'm heading back home. It's been a long and busy day."
Have fun with your girlfriend.
Ooh?
I'm making fun of Ross and as the hunter.
I know. Play along, damn it.
I didn't think if you realized what I was talking about.
I know that.
Oh
Anyway,
yeah.
moving on.
Oh God, that means that means
That was a
Uros
softball to you, and you struck out. God, all right.
No, that means Uros is stuck in the room with his girlfriend.
So
Ross's girl.
yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, you're gonna have this conversation with Juno.
Okay.
I want to go find Noble 5 in the meantime. I want to see what their conversation's like with his fucking Vanguard.
Oh god.
We'll see about that. Anyway, so we're just gonna shift over to Shin speaking with Uros and Juno. So Shin just kind of he's a little uncomfortable in the room because Juno is kind of staring daggers at him, and he's just like, so how'd it go?
I just kind of
Yeah.
look over at her for a moment, and then I look back, and I'm like, "It was interesting and very fun." Yes.
Juno just sits back and just says, "We killed everything in the front door." Shin's just like, "Well, that's great." So wait, and he points to Euros. What you said? There was a ship?
Yes, there is a ship. Moved pretty quickly. We took it down. There was some stuff in it. Some kind of robe, like a purpley one. Elias had it. He was showing it to his Vanguard, and so yeah, it was very interesting. But the ship was, I guess, not a normal catch ship because the way it was designed and set up, it moved faster from what they said. So yeah, it was interesting.
Side note, you do also have the holographics of it too.
I'm like,
Yeah, and
DB, get out of here! I need you. Plus, we got that video of him, right? You know, Elias being in the container, jumping around.
Juno just sits back and just says, "These two idiots got stuck in boxes."
Hey, I was laughing my butt off at the other one. I was legitimately stuck.
As you say this, DB plays the image of both you guys being stuck in the boxes.
Yes, but I was buried under stuff.
And you just hear in the audio, "Get me out of this fucking box!" And Shin just like looks at that like, who in the boxes?
That's Elias! And you see my hand point up like I'm pointing over. That's the Warlock. He was stuck in the box and there was nothing on him.
there's a warlock joke there somewhere.
Yes. Noble 5, the Exo Titan, he had to come over and open it up to get him out. I was legitimately buried under stuff and he was stuck in a box locked. I'm just sitting there laughing.
Lock.
I think so. Is somebody out the door?
So Shin just was like, okay, well, that's really awesome to hear. So we've been getting, and he's basically letting you know, guys, know, we got a communication from the reef.
The reef?
Yeah, sounds like we're gonna be getting a big job from the reef here soon.
Okay.
I know about as much as you do right now, my friend. We're supposed to be hearing about it soon, so as soon as I know, I'll let you know.
And all in my head is I'm thinking I'm being drawn in a direction. And I'm like, I'm just kind of...
Juno is just kind of sitting there rather indifferent. And as soon as there's mention about the reef, she stands up and walks out.
Is there a problem with the reef? I've never been, at least that I know
Shin
of.
goes, well, it's kind of the birthplace of, well, he points to you guys.
Oh.
Shin kind of leans in like, it might be a little sore spot for her because she's also, well, like you.
I kind of figured by her look and everything as well.
Yeah, she might have a deeper story with the reef. I don't know her very well myself.
Okay. Should I prepare for anything in particular if we have to go?
Well, I don't really know yet since we don't know the details, but like I said, when I know, I'll let you know.
Alright. How long does it take to get there? I want to have a good playlist on my music.
I mean, with our ships, we can get there pretty quickly.
Okay, so I won't make it too long, but I'm going to make it good.
You do that.
I turn and walk out and kind of try and go look for Juno to see where she went.
She's long gone.
Damn. Okay. Oh well.
Yeah, like a true hunter, she vanishes without a trace.
Yeah. In my case, I just step out the door. That's me vanishing. Hi.
Vanishing out one room and into another.
Yeah.
So as you walk out, DB goes, I just received a message. Oh.
Do we need to talk in private somewhere? Or,
And he kind of looks around.
Or how about this? Get in my pack and we'll talk through
and
it.
He zips into your backpack.
And I just kind of start walking.
Genesis.
Okay. I keep it very vague because can I talk to him like it's like telepathic, or is it?
You would still have to be speaking aloud because this is not like.
I didn't know how that. Did I
you
take it off?
You could put your helmet up and it'll muffle your sound.
Yeah, I'll have my helmet on. I'm just gonna keep it very vague though, so I'm gonna respond kind of one or two words if I can, or very vague stuff toward him. So.
DB goes. So I've been putting out feelers trying to get more information on Genesis, and I got a response from one of our information brokers here in the city. But he's not really one that really associates with the Vanguard, so he's kind of on the down low.
In other words, we have to go see him.
He just pulls up the message. And if you basically see this in your heads-up display, it reads as a text message that says, "I have information regarding Genesis. Come to my club in the Malik district. You can find me here. M."
Okay. Alright, DB. When was this? You just got this message?
Yes.
So, does it say a time we should meet?
It doesn't.
I'm making
but-
sure I'm also being observant. Do I have to roll for that? To make sure to see if anybody's around?
I mean, you can roll a... Yeah.
I just figured I'd ask because I don't want to assume I'm just looking around. I'm making sure, too, even though I have the helmet up and it's muffled. I want to make sure.
Sure. I mean, go ahead and...
Would it be perception?
Yes. Roll perception for me.
Oops, I can't see that. So there we now.
16. Okay. I mean, there's just people that are walking the streets right now, but it's no one that seems to stand out to you.
Okay, so I'm just keeping it down anyway, so DB can still hear me, but hopefully nobody else really hears much of anything. I'm just making sure.
Yeah, I mean, if
like
you're keeping it to pretty much a whisper, like,
yeah.
no one's really going to hear your words.
Okay, good. All right. I'm just making sure on that because I'm like, I still could have a chance, but hey. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
If there's no particular time, where is this Malik district at? Do you know?
It's on the outside of the city, but, well, we can head over there.
Why don't we stroll that way? Take a walk.
All right. So it does take you about 20 minutes to get there because, I mean, when I'm saying it's the outside of the city, it's like in the outskirts. It's like, it's within the city limits, but it's about as far out from the city as it could possibly be.
Okay.
I was gonna say, is there any chance I see him trying to act casually, trying to leave this part of the city?
Just being casual, don't mind me.
Were you following him after he left the briefing?
No, I mean just if I accidentally seen him somewhere.
I'd say for sake of this, you really wouldn't be passing by the area that he would be, so I'd say no, you wouldn't see him really strolling out that way.
Or even just leaving the Vanguard building. Because that would be the only time I think I would accidentally see him.
Yeah, I mean, you guys, like, you basically went your separate ways for the time being, so unless you guys, planned on meeting up later on...
Nah.
Yeah. So.
Well, I figure we have our
part,
radio comms too, but
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you could radio him if you want him to come along.
I was just curious.
Well, then I'd have.
I was gonna follow along behind you and see if you were doing like a really stupid walk, trying to be casual.
Nothing here. I'm just looking at this stuff and then keep on walking.
Like, you know how people try to be like super casual, just like looking at everything and just making their way a certain direction.
I'm sitting here thinking, have I?
What
no,
would that even be for a roll? Because that's not going to be a stealth.
I'm not gonna try to make you roll for it.
I'm actually just generally thinking, would I have told? No, I didn't tell Elias. Or Eurus didn't tell.
You've told Elias nothing about this so far.
So I'd have to explain to him why we're going there, other than I could explain. It got kind of a tip on Project Genesis, what it might mean. That would be probably about it, I guess.
I think the only thing I know of Genesis is that key card that we found in the tower.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, didn't you find? Because you could read the paperwork, I couldn't. Weren't you able to read it?
There wasn't much illegible.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
He was able to discern the logo and the name of the company, but there wasn't a whole lot really there because the papers were pretty much wrecked from time.
Okay. Well, I'll just keep continuing. If he does spot me, he spots me, and I'll just deal with it.
Well, then that begs the question. Then, Elias, do you go looking for him?
Are you going to look for Noble 5 see how much bashing there's going on?
I think I'm gonna go to Noble 5 because that's gonna be a little bit more funnier.
Okay.
Too bashing.
So then for sake of time, then we'll jump to that. So, Elias, you do go looking for the Titan Vanguard. You do happen to at least you know the general area of the building, but you don't know exactly who his Vanguard officer is. So you don't exactly know where to go. So you just kind of listen. Make a perception check for me.
Ready?
11. Okay. 5. So you do kind of hear a little bit of a discussion in a room in the far back. So you kind of hear this muffling. It's two voices that you're hearing.
Does one of them sound like Noble?
Yeah, but one of them does sound like a very robotic exo.
Do I hear any fighting sounds?
Not fighting, but Noble is clearly explaining what had happened, and you're kind of hearing like, well, did you hit them harder? And he goes, yes, I hit them harder. Do you kind of sneak up closer to the door to listen to the conversation, or what would you like to do?
Yeah, I'm getting a little bit closer to the door, and I'm gonna try to use stealth.
Okay, make a stealth check for me. Okay.
Did it go? I can't see because fucking.
It's a 13. And okay, so that's a 3. So they do not notice you. So you'll hear this conversation go, well, Noble is explaining how he ran into the fallen captain who was out there, and he goes, I hit him very hard, but he did not fall down. He goes, well, did you hit him harder? He goes, yes, I hit him harder. Still did not go down from my punch. He's very big, man. He goes, well, how did you take him down? He goes, rocket launcher. He goes, oh, yes, big explosion. Yes.
I just whisper to myself, it's like listening to kindergartners.
And he goes, then small man asked me to go into ship with him and asked me to kick desk out the window. I don't know why he wanted me to do that.
Wait, did she just mention the desk?
Yeah.
Okay, it kind of cut out for me a little bit.
Oh, sorry. Yes, he asked me to kick desk out window. I don't know why he wanted me to do this, but I did.
I thought it would be funny.
Do you say that out loud?
No, I'm whispering it to myself.
Okay. It was like, careful. He goes, all right, very good. Anything else? he kind of, Noble just kind of rolls his head around a little bit, goes, no, nothing else.
Okay, at that, I'm gonna make my way the fuck out of there.
All right, make one more stealth check for me.
1 second. Because it is being stupid.
So I want to see if they hear you on your way out.
11.
Nope, they don't hear you.
Yay!
Damn it, I wanted them to catch you. All right, but now we'll shift back over to Uro. So you do make your way over to this district, and it's from the looks of it, it's kind of a warehouse district. There's a lot of large storage buildings out this way. It just kind of looks like a large industrial park out here, but you do happen to see that there is kind of a larger... In one of the larger buildings, it looks a little bit like a bit of a hangar almost, that there is electricity in this area, and this is the only building that you see that does have lights on it. So this does seem to be where you're going. Now, do you make your way through the front or out the back?
Was there anybody around the front or the back of it that I could see?
Make a perception check.
I was gonna say 1 to 3, 17.
17.
Right? Okay.
So the front basically looks like you're mostly seeing a lot of workers out this area. You're just seeing a lot of crews moving a lot of like heavy boxes. I mean, what you see at a normal shipping yard. If you make your way to the back, though, you do happen to see that there is one person standing out over by a back door over there. He's just kind of standing their guard.
Okay. I'll approach the guard there.
Okay.
I'll just walk out
So-
and go hiding.
So as you approach, you do see a man. He's about 5'10". He's a little bit shorter than you. Basically, in just kind of in like jeans and t-shirt, just kind of like it just looks like any of the guys out there. But he's wearing sunglasses. And as you walk up to him, he just kind of approaches you a little bit and just puts his hands up a little bit, and he's looking at you. He's waiting for you to talk.
What is it? It was M, right? That was on the message?
Yeah.
Excuse me, I'm here to see M.
He kind of looks you up and down, and he looks back over to the door where you notice right there. There's a little bit of a camera that's kind of along the corner there. And then he turns back to you and he just gives you just a little thumbs up, and just stands to the side.
Thank you. And I proceed in.
He just leans against the wall.
I'll just keep going.
So as you walk in, you do kind of see that there is, to the right of you, there's a bar over here, and then right out in front there's a bit of a dance floor. But you do see that there is an office. There's a door that there's a light coming through in the far back corner. The club is pretty much empty right now. There's nobody in here.
Okay. Is there anybody at the bar?
No.
Nope.
It is quiet in here. You can hear a pin drop.
And do I visually? I don't see anybody around.
No,
then.
this
just
club is
dead quiet.
entirely empty. It is barren. There's nobody here.
Okay, there was the light. Can I see up into the office that's up there?
No.
No. Okay.
You just see the stairway and the light that's coming from the office that leads into it. You cannot see inside from here.
Okay, I'll proceed over to the steps then. And
Okay. So as you begin to walk up the steps, you immediately start to notice that there is an incense smell coming from the office, and it starts to become a stronger, sweet smell as you make your way up the stairs.
now is
into
there
the office?
I'm assuming a door is open.
The door is wide open.
I stop at the door anyway, and then since the door is open, I just reach over and knock on it, give it a nice little knock. Hello?
So you immediately see in the middle of the room a man standing in a dark, kind of a dress suit. He turns to you, and you can immediately see one of his eyes has no pigment. It's his right eye. It's completely white. He looks at you, and to describe his figure, he's about 6'2". He's kind of a slender build. You can't really tell if he's muscular from the suit, but he clearly has girth to him, so he's not like just a scrawny guy. He has a kind of a blondish beard, a bit of a longer beard. His hair is also blonde, entirely tied back into a tight ponytail. And he looks like he goes, "Mr. Shale, so honored to finally meet you."
Thank you for meeting with me, sir. Mr. M, I'm assuming?
Please. My name is Malachi.
Malachi. Alright.
And he has his hands kind of pressed together in a bit of kind of like the prayer thing. And he walks up to you and goes, I understand you've been looking into a certain corporation that I happen to know a little bit about.
Yes.
So, what exactly it is that you're looking for?
Who is looking for this particular project of Genesis?
He kind of turns and he starts to kind of pace back and forth. Do you know exactly what the project was designed to do?
Yes and no. I understand it, but I don't fully understand it.
Scientists always try to do good when their creations are made. Many centuries ago, mankind created a weapon known as the atom bomb. It was a devastating weapon of war that could wipe out entire cities in a flash. Do you think the scientists that designed this weapon intended it to cause such massive devastation?
I hope not.
Now think of good intentions. The saying goes that the road to hell is paved full of them.
Yes.
But what if I told you that road met its end when it came to this particular creation?
This is where the
He sits down in a large couch as he looks to you and he says this. What do you think a weapon like that could be worth in this day and age?
A lot.
More than any amount of glimmer that can be farmed. Now, this particular weapon so happens to not actually be built, but there are two particular locations of interest that could tell you more if one were brave enough to venture out into the wilds and try to break into said vaults. I know you were looking into the one in London. Your little friend wasn't so careful in covering his tracks. DB goes, I'm sorry.
Don't worry about it. No big deal.
It's fine though, because I have something you want, and I could use the Guardian to do something for me.
Like what? I scratch
Well,
your back,
first,
you scratch mine.
I shall give you this proposal. And he lays his hands down on the table in front of you. And you see, as he lays them down and he pulls his hands back, there are two tarot cards on the table. They're face down, so you don't see what they are yet. I offer you a choice. I give you this job, and in return, I will offer you the information that will set you on the path to knowing what this is. He flips the tarot card on his right, and it is the card of judgment. There is something very dark brewing. It gathers its forces, and whether it be alien, human, devil. Doesn't matter. You want this information, and I will give you what you want. But I want you to retrieve the skeletons of the bony monsters that have been plaguing the EDZ. Now, above game, you don't know what the Hive are yet. Both of you guys do not know what the Hive are yet because they have not made a major appearance yet.
Bony.
And Malachi, he's looking at you. He's like, does this interest you?
The information, yes. The tasks at hand, not so much, but it's a bargain. But what are these bony skeletons?
My friend, this job is a bargain for the information that I offer you.
Yes. How many of these bony skeletons that you speak of do I need to collect?
I would ask for no more than 2, but if you can bring me more, that would be of greater benefit.
If I brought more, would that give me a little more info?
He sits back a little bit and goes, I don't even know what they are. I've only heard the rumors from the fellows that walk through that say that the EDZ seems to have some infestation of monsters, but yet no one seems to have brought back any proof. That is where you come in, sir.
So they
will be the bring me said proof.
So they are located at EDZ, correct?
Indeed.
Okay.
Hop in real quick. Do you mean Cosmodrome?
No, I'm talking about a cedar ship.
Well, because in the EDZ there is no hive.
There's going to be a reason for that.
Oh, okay. Bye.
Then I will agree to the bargain, and if I can provide, then I will bring them back.
One more thing, and he sits back up from the couch. Your associate, Mr. Norwood, how much do you trust him?
He seems like a good guardian, one I can trust.
Yes, he does smell like a Vanguard dog, doesn't he?
You may see it that way.
I tell you this, though. I don't particularly trust Vanguard dogs. But you just recently came in, and I know that you've been poking around this. So I feel that maybe your loyalty isn't entirely to the Vanguard yet.
Loyalty needs to be earned in so many ways.
Indeed it does, sir. So, I offer you this, and perhaps more jobs down the line may come your way.
That would
But for
benefit
now,
me? Yes.
yes, mutual gain. You fetch me information I require, and I give you the information you want.
Or payment?
Always for payment, sir.
Very well then.
Good. In that case, he goes back to the tarot card and he turns it back down. Then we shall meet again, sir.
Very well. Thank you.
He nods slightly to you and he just sits there as he watches you leave.
Yep. I was gonna say I'm gonna proceed out the door quietly.
I know. While this is all happening, I'm going back to the Titan quarter.
Okay. So are you following Noble 5?
Not Noble 5 in particular. But I will stop him for a minute.
Okay. So you do spot Noble 5 walking by and goes, hmm. Oh yes, little man.
Got a question for you.
Hmm.
Who would you recommend to teach me hand-to-hand combat?
Hmm. Well, Titan hand-to-hand combat may not be so suitable for Warlock hand-to-hand, but isn't your Vanguard master Nikon? He teaches self-defense for the smaller folk.
Yeah, but I also need to get stronger too. What if there's no reason to punch if I'm not strong?
Hmm.
Then maybe they could teach me a way to get stronger.
Hmm. This would be interesting, yes. Uh, but unfortunately, I don't know who I could tell you to go to.
I was just curious. But
Talk to your Vanguard master. He might know more. He could probably help you.
all right, thank you, Noble.
Hmm.
You go have a
And
good one.
and he just turns and just silently walks back off.
I guess I'm gonna go find my fucking Vanguard again.
So Nikon will still be in his office, and he just looks back and goes, "Oh, was there something else?"
I want you to teach me how to fight in hand-to-hand combat.
And he sits back and goes, "You've been skipping your teachings."
I just never bothered to learn it.
Do you finally want to learn the ways of the fist?
I just pull out a pair of boxing gloves. Found these might help.
He shakes his head and puts your hands on. No, not boxing gloves. The way of
No,
the fist.
try to inspect and look at them closer, and I hand them to him.
He just puts his hands behind his back and just says, "Walk with me."
God
And
damn it!
he walks out into the other room.
I follow him.
So he walks out to the balcony and he starts making his way down to the garden. And he leads you out into a grassy field. And he will stand there behind his back and goes, "I want you to come at me with everything you got." No. And he puts his finger up. No, using your powers of light. Only your fists.
Okay, because I was gonna say if you didn't specify that, I was about to pull out a sword.
He puts his hand back behind his back and he stands there waiting for you.
All right, I guess I'm gonna try to go and punch him, and I guess.
Okay. So are you just like throwing a haymaker or like what are you doing?
Um, I'm actually gonna run at him, slide, and try to hit his knee.
Okay. Um hmm. Unarmed strike is that's just your strength modifier or is that
I would say that'd be more dexterity than anything, because I'm sliding and trying to aim for a specific spot.
all right, but I mean that's for unarmed strike though, right?
I guess.
Um,
I really don't do much with unarmed and strike
yeah,
seems easy.
I just gotta double check to be sure because I need to make sure what modifier I'm using for this.
Wait, it would be
Strike 5e.
what is it?
duh, 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 duh.
This is a level fucking.
Strength. It's a flat number. That's not
This is a level 5 going up against probably a level 20. I'm about to have my shit wrecked.
Okay, yeah, it is dexterity. So, okay. So roll just roll a straight dex check, I guess.
16.
All right. So you roll in and you go for a strike to the knee. He basically just sidesteps you and you just slide right by.
Can I try to catch myself on the ground and try to swing my foot around to sweep his out?
Uh, I'm gonna say because that was already an action. I'm gonna say no because now it's gonna be his turn.
Mm.
So, okay. So he doesn't actually go to attack you. What he's going to do instead is he's going to assume a defensive stance, and he just raises his hand to you, and he just bring it. He's not even going to attack you. He's waiting for you.
I'm just gonna like run toward him and feint as if I'm going to try to punch him, but tackle him.
Okay. Do another dex check for me.
That's 21.
Ooh. Okay. So you kind of feint in for the punch, but you lean in to tackle. He jumps over you, and you basically fall flat in your face.
Hmm.
So now you're prone. Nikon's just gonna say, "You are tense. I am calm. You apply force. I control that force." Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. Maybe I should have just been a Titan in the end.
He reaches down to you and extends a hand.
I take it.
He helps you back up. Please come to my classes. I can teach you a lot more if you have the patience.
Yeah, but I'm normally doing missions. I don't have time to be here a lot of the time.
You can always take it a few hours a day to take a class.
Fine.
Then I hope to see you at the next one.
When is it?
Um, we'll say tomorrow.
All right.
And so he helps you back up and goes, "Did you need anything else?"
Yeah, who would I sell these gloves to?
And
That's one of the things I was trying to get you to look at it for.
well, you could have just asked him to.
Oh, that's what I was trying to get you to look at it.
So he examines the gloves and goes, "Well, I'll see what I can do to get you some glimmer for the gloves."
They're in
Just
pristine condition.
yeah, he looks at them all and goes, "I'll see what I can get here for you. Just give me a couple days to work that out."
Okay.
All right. So the night's pretty much fallen at this point. You guys are it's roughly about midnight now. Um Eros, what did you want to go home with this information, or what did you want to do first?
Um. Well, if it's so late, I think I'll just.
Sorry, I was
Bless
just
you from the other room.
Sorry, I was
Sorry,
just clearing my
stream
throat. I didn't
picked
mean
that
for it to
up.
actually be picked up.
Um. No, I'll head back to my place and try and get some rest first.
Okay. So as you do that, Malachi does send the information over to DB. So once you get up in the morning, you can decide how you want to approach that, and you can begin.
Okay.
All right. So, I don't know if you guys had any issues with your HP or anything, but put it back up to full if it wasn't already. Get a full rest here, so everything's recharged.
I'm gonna ask real quick. I'm at 10 hit points, right? And then 18 for the shield. I'm gonna make sure. I'm just kind of.
I don't remember off the top of my head what your max HP is. You just have to look that up.
I don't even remember my shield HP either.
No, I think I put mine back up because I think it was 18.
I
and
mean,
the other was
we've been
10.
gone from this for quite a while, so yeah, we all have to we gotta all refresh ourselves on a lot of stuff here. So
Yeah, because it was like right after I think it all charged back up. Okay, I'm just trying to make sure. I was like, I'm trying to keep track of it. Okay, thank you.
Okay. All right. So morning does arise. DB does pop in. I'll wake you up and goes, well, I didn't really mean to kind of get you caught up in all this, and I do feel bad about it.
DB, I asked you to go look for the information. Things happen, mistakes can happen. I'm not mad at you, so don't worry.
It's just this guy. He's not normal. It's really strange. It really worries me.
I could tell. But don't worry, we will try and get the little info if we find these. Do you know what he meant by bony skeleton things in this zone?
He sent over what we got, and from the sounds of it, there's this large, I guess, rock that is kind of sitting out in the EDZ, and they said that there's these things that are coming out of it. The only way that they can describe what they're seeing was just some kind of a bony monster.
Alright. I'm going to have to ask Elias for help. Because I don't know this.
I think it's a good idea to not go alone on this one.
Especially if it's something we don't know. I don't know, and we're just guessing. And I need to possibly let him in on some of this information. I don't know.
If we're gonna continue to go down this path, he needs to know what's going on.
Duh. Why don't we go find something to eat for me, and let's try and see where Elias is and maybe meet up.
Meanwhile, I'm just eating.
Okay, I'll go
You're just sitting up at the restaurant. What are you eating?
Probably something like Oriental breakfast.
So kind of like eggs and rice and.
Probably something like breakfast type of meat too.
Yes.
Probably like some type of pork.
Now, actually, I did kind of forget to mention this, but Elias, you had an interesting dream last night.
Oh god.
So, the dream was very vague, and you can only remember a fraction of it, but what you do remember is looking out over the view from a skyscraper over a rainy sky. You immediately think maybe it was old Chicago, but the skyline did not look anything like old Chicago. It looked very different. But that image out looking over this city while it's raining is sticking in your mind. You can't recall if you've ever been to this place before, but there's something about it that sticks to your mind.
Do I spot any specific buildings or anything
No.
that seem kind of unique to the area?
No, it's a pretty, I'd say, a generic city skyline. You can't really discern any particular landmarks or anything that stands out to you that could tell you any location.
Is it mountainy or field or like flat?
It's completely flat. It's basically just like entirely like city. Like think like New York City kind of like just
Well, no, I was trying to say like in the distance, like is there mountains or anything like that?
no, you don't see any mountains. It's just flat land.
Okay, then it's somewhere in the Midwest then, most likely.
Possibly.
Either that or some other foreign city.
But that is just swirling about in your mind as you eat breakfast.
Hmm.
And Uros does happen to walk in as you're eating breakfast.
Morning,
Yeah, I just
Elias.
look at the bartender and go, "You got any alcohol? I'm gonna need it for the rest of the day."
Do I hear
The
him say
bartender,
that?
looks at you. It's 9 o'clock in the morning, sir.
I'm a guardian.
We don't serve alcohol at 9 in the morning.
I can probably make it worth your while.
He just rolls his eyes and walks away.
I'll pay double.
Do I hear all this happening when I walk up?
Yes, you do.
Gee,
I'm not even going to make you roll perception. You absolutely hear him ask this.
So as I approach, I see I am that much of a problem that you have to start drinking so soon. Okay, okay, I see how it works. Yes.
I don't get drunk. Ain't guardians get drunk?
Hey, you've already proven I get drunk. You can get drunk too.
Sure.
I mean, in
that's it.
canon, yes, you can.
Okay. Because I didn't know if we had like some Steve Rogers type bullshit.
No,
Syndrome.
no.
Your metabolism so high.
No, as far as I know, in Destiny canon, Guardians can absolutely get drunk.
There has been so many genetic questions I've seen be asked about Destiny. That's not even funny, and some of them aren't TOS worthy. I'm just like,
Yeah,
why
so
would
we're
you
not
be...
we're not gonna ask them right now.
No, hey, I got a
No.
stream going. Please, no.
That's why I'm not saying any of them.
But you bring up the topic of it.
Okay, now we're gonna have a discussion separately in a whole other chat for that one. No, no,
How
we're
about
not.
Probably be for the best.
Yeah, no, we're not.
Anyway, so DB does kind of pop out and goes, basically to you, Elias. Goes, well, we got a mission if you're interested in joining us.
Oh. What do you got, little one?
We're going out to the EDZ and we're gonna investigate what is being called bony monsters. And he just kind of nods. Mm-hmm. No idea what that is either, but that's what the people out there are calling these things.
I just pull out Paradox and go, can you see anything about this in the Vanguard records? See if there's anything about that.
Paradox pops and goes, we don't have a whole lot of information on the EDZ outside of what happened to London. You know, stuff falls from the sky all the time. But it might be worth looking into.
Could be. And I have a feeling...
And he even kind of goes, like, bony monsters. That does sound intriguing.
I have a feeling that you two did not get this from the Vanguard, did y'all?
No, I'm very straight with that one. Just no.
And we'll keep it off the Vanguard books.
Elias,
I don't have to know where I am all the time.
please. I've heard references to your Vanguard, but it's not polite company in sense of words, so...
That's good. We'll keep it on the down low.
But we do need to have a little chat about some of the stuff with this project that we've been finding.
And DB goes, maybe we should talk a little more privately.
Yes, I don't wish to be here. I agree with DB.
I mean, the most privacy that we're going to get is probably in our ships and using our comms directly to each other.
It may be best. On the way, I will fill you in.
Well, I don't need anything. Do you need anything before we go?
Nope, I'm good.
I'm grabbing a to-go lunch. There we go.
DB, when did you have an inventory?
DB's always had inventory. Same
No,
as
I meant
Paradox.
like that he can use stuff.
I mean, he has an inventory.
No, I'm saying like
Like-
I know he has an inventory. I mean, like, when did he ever need things?
We're not gonna talk about that.
DB, do you have a secret female ghost that you like?
Hey, leave DB alone. We don't talk about that. No, let's... Shh.
He's Ross 2.0.
Oh god.
Just somewhere else in
You
the
turned my little buddy
city.
into that.
Ross just sneezes.
Oh god, what is with dust around here?
Oh my god.
Alright. I just
Alright.
scarfed down the last little bit of my food and finish my drink.
I grab a breakfast burrito to go, you know? Hey, what?
I'll even pay for it. How much do I owe this fucking person?
For your breakfast each, we'll say it's 15 limmer apiece.
How much for
Oh,
the bottle of
30.
alcohol he was gonna get?
We'll say that's 50.
Okay,
then
I'm buying that.
Okay. And I'm probably richer than you.
Okay, fine, you buy it. Where's in your argument? Just buy it.
How much
You're
liquor do
arguing
you
who's
have?
paying for it on your way to the ship.
How about this? You buy one, I buy one. We both have one.
Okay. How much glimmer do you have, though?
I'm not telling you. No. I got a 7,800 so far.
You have
And-
800?
7,802.
Oh, 7,000. I
Yeah,
only
so-
heard the 800 part of that.
Yeah, no, I only have 802.
I have 20,500.
Okay, he can buy both bottles then.
No, you already said you're buying your own.
Nope, I heard you buying both.
Nope, you're already buying.
So now I have to add that to inventory. Wait, what kind of alcohol did I buy? It has
That's
to be
your
vodka.
choice.
Okay, it better be vodka. Vodka.
He goes for the Russian vodka.
Not the cheap kind.
What
the
kind
good.
of vodka, though? Is it flavored, or is it just regular?
It's just regular.
Hey, I can mix anything out in the field, man. Come on, please.
Hey, maybe if we find these monsters, you can mix it with fucking whatever they're made of.
Oh my god.
DB's just like, I really don't think that's a good idea.
You're not the one drinking it.
Oh god.
For me, I'm getting some schnapps.
Oh god.
Okay.
So it's 50.
So you guys have picked out your assortment beverages.
What a good thing for a trip.
You know what? Actually, one other thing I am going to get. I am going to get something to eat, like, to take with us.
Okay, so you just like a couple of units of rations.
Something better than rations. Something that would, like, last a few days. Kind of like a, I guess kind of like a container of soup or something that I could heat up.
Oh shoot, don't I have...
Okay, so like a thermos of soup and maybe some jerky.
Yeah. Like, something that's not like an MRE.
Fair. Well, I mean, like a dried meat should suffice.
God, I
Yeah,
have to
probably
look.
some light cheese too.
Okay.
Oh, that's
So
right.
yeah, we'll say you pack yourselves 2 days of rations.
Well, I
Yeah.
still have 5 days of rations, 2 days of soup, 5 days of meat, and a blanket.
Yeah, you got plenty still on you,
Yeah,
so you're
I'm
okay.
good. I had to look back through real quick to make sure. I was like, wait a minute,
Mm-hmm.
because I know
I
I
was
did
the
use
one with the ship, so I didn't have to worry about it. But I don't know how long we're gonna be in the EDZ.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do I know of any like minor settlements in the EDZ?
Roll an intelligence check for me.
Already? Fuck.
I agree.
No, intelligence.
Oh, there it
Never
is.
mind. There it is. That's an intelligence save.
Yeah, that was a save. Just do a regular check.
17.
17.
I did that one.
I got attacked by Savage, and that's why I tried to do a save.
You are aware of some settlements that were there, but they have been abandoned since then. As far as the EDZ itself, I mean, you pretty much know, London was pretty much raised by the Fallen. Outside of that, there's not any active settlements that you know of in the region, but that doesn't mean that there aren't.
We'll just have to get lucky and see if we find anybody.
Possibly. But, on the trip over here, just to kind of, to get you caught up to speed on that. So, back in the above game here, back a few episodes ago, Eros did happen to go back to, God, I just blanked on his
Hang
name.
on. I might have it here.
I'm going back in my notes here too.
So-
I know I have it written in here. It's just
Let's see who finds it first.
I have multiple notes, so I'm like, it's in one of these somewhere. Fuck.
That's my description. No.
Where are you? I think I'm close. Stonehorn.
Stonehorn. I just found mine.
So he went.
Or
So
did
upon going back, he did discover that the facility did have a large library of handwritten documents that were pretty much sealed up over time, and they recently got unsealed. But after discussion among the city or among the town of what to do, they did decide to seal it back up. But you now know that there is this large library of information that is held here in this little town that is basically kind of hidden in the mountains of Colorado.
Yeah.
So the connection is that the documents did point to that there was a data dump in the city of London, which was another major facility for them. But as you already know, London was pretty much razed to the ground. But this corporation did have multiple facilities. London was just one of them that was mentioned in the document that was found. But this information that Malachi is providing might be another hidden location that might lead us to where we want to go.
I was gonna say with also, even though the city of London has been razed to the ground, doesn't mean that there's not an underground facility.
And that's possibly where you may be going. But that's... Everything right now is basically leading up to Malachi has information that is going to lead us to either where this facility might be, or at least it's going to get us on the track to where that's going to be. So, was there any questions that you had that I need to fill in the gap for you?
Not really.
Okay.
The only thing I would possibly think of is stopping back in Colorado and going to that facility. If possible.
Well, yeah. They don't
What
like.
did you do?
I didn't do nothing.
It's nothing he
malicious.
did. I'll tell you that the town is not very receptive to guardians, and Uros hid that fact from them, and they still don't know that he is a guardian.
There's only so many people who know who I am. And the rest of the town, yeah, they don't like guardians. Better say.
Why not?
Past. Remember when I was asking about the
Story of the warlords.
Yeah, the story of the warlords. That's why I was asking. In the past events, they kind of held on to that, and there are some there who remember that. Yes.
I could always go there and say I'm hunting one down. I had evidence to come here that there might have been knowledge of where one went.
Possibly. I don't know how receptive they'll be.
Hey, even if they tell me to leave, I'll leave.
I mean, we can try, but yeah.
It'd probably be better if I go there by myself.
I can go with you, but I will stay back and keep distance.
Keep your helmet on.
Duh. I'll keep comms going
And
too.
just don't say anything.
Duh. I will stay with the ships. How's that? If you need me, call me.
Yeah, that works.
All right. So then, to be clear, are you? Heading
We're going to
the
Colorado
EDZ?
first before then the EDZ.
Okay. So
Yeah, it'd be good for him to go.
West Virginia.
How are you going to approach the town?
How
Are
did you know
gonna
the
just
song
drop
is?
in, right? Like, are you dropping outside of town? Are you dropping in right into
Dropping
town?
outside of town.
I've got the
I'm not
spot.
Gonna drop in. Hold on. Not gonna drop into the center of it because that would kind of be a little bit hostile and very forward and aggressive. Gonna approach on the town and kind of make a sound to let them know that somebody's outside.
I'm as Euros. I'm letting you know. Hey, approach with caution. Just be polite. Try to
Yep.
go with the flow of it and let things don't piss them off if you
I'm
can.
gonna approach with my hands up.
That would be best options. Yes. And I suggest a landing spot where it's safe and I can keep an eye on both ships if need be, and just kind of keep an eye out.
Oh yeah, I'm walking toward the town.
Yeah.
I'm
I
not letting them see the ship.
No, that's why I'm like, yeah, I tell you a path that you can go that you can get right to the town and just approach right to the front. Make
Okay.
it easy, yes. Don't want the lights.
So, as
And no, I'm not trying to be stealthy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
Okay. So as you approach the town, now I guess this is my question: are you doing like how is the approach? Are you like flying in over like are you like doing a fly in above the town and then coming down, or are you like just coming down low so they don't like necessarily see your approach?
Just so they don't see our approach, just landing a good bit of the waves.
Okay.
Because I don't want to startle them. Or make
Okay.
them think they're under attack.
Okay. So as you guys approach the town,
Oh, he's staying back with the
No,
ship.
no, he's going. I'll stay at the ships.
okay. So as then I guess just you, Elias, approach the town, you do happen to notice that there is a large pillar of smoke coming from the center of town. You can't really see because the gates are currently closed, but you just see that there's kind of a large pillar of smoke coming from the town, but you can't see what's the source.
Can I already see the outside of the town?
You can see the outer walls that cover the town. You can see a few of the rooftops there too, but outside that you can't really see much else inside.
I pick up the comms and say, Uros, was there battle damage to the walls by any chance when you were last here?
No. What do you mean battle damage? What's going on?
Are the walls damaged by any chance?
Make a perception check.
As he says that,
15.
while he's doing that, I'm gonna start kind of hoofing it a little bit toward that direction of the town.
So as you, okay, well, let me actually back up here. So as far as the walls are concerned, you do happen to see that there is, or appears to be, some burning. It's not it's not like a bullet discharge. It's more an electrical discharge. It's
As
not
in,
gone
like,
through the walls. It's like seared the walls. It's kind of like a burn.
Do I see anybody on the wall?
No.
I'm gonna go stealth. 14.
14. Okay.
And I'm gonna try to get up to the wall.
Okay.
I tell Uros to stay a little bit back.
Copy that.
So as you make your way up over the wall, you do see that there is a large fire burning in the center of town. It looks like kind of like a big, kind of a bonfire. But as you look around, there's clearly something that's happened here. There's a lot of broken wood and damage. There's been carts that are just like shattered and scattered about. It's just there's broken wood. It's kind of. I mean, it looks like a tornado just kind of ripped through town here, but a number of the buildings are still standing.
Is there anybody visible?
Nobody you see.
Uros, there was people here, right?
Yes, there was a town full of people here.
There's nobody here. There's nobody on the streets.
DB starts to look around and goes, there's a lot of residual ozone. Electrical burning.
What could have caused this?
While he's having that conversation,
Yeah.
I'm gonna start going door to door and checking buildings.
Okay. As you go through and open up the houses, you don't see anyone in there. Some of the houses do look like people left in a hurry. Like they grabbed just whatever they could, like stuff is tossed. But you see no bodies, nobody's around.
Does there look like there's been any fighting?
It's like I said, the place is pretty much tossed, so it's entirely possible there was fighting, but it's a mess.
Well, that's why I'm like saying, are there bullet holes and such like that anywhere?
No, you do see more of the same electrical burning you saw on the outer walls. It kind of covers a little bit of the floor, like, and like in some of the houses, like it's a wood flooring on there, and you see kind of like this, like a black tracking, like an electrical burn that kind of goes kind of through the house.
Kind of like a laser almost.
Kind of, yeah. It's like a laser burn. Like, you know how you see, like, when you shine it, like, and it turns the wood, like, just straight black?
Yeah.
It's kind of that same effect. It's like it's a burn.
I'm gonna head toward where that vault would be.
Okay. Uros, do you follow him?
Yes, I'm coming up to the town, just the walls right now.
Okay, but I mean, I'm saying, do you guys come together at this point? Because
I want to meet up at this point because I want to know what's
Okay.
going on.
Yeah.
yeah, that's why I want to make sure, because I want to make sure you guys are gonna be moving together now.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys will make your way into the vault, and as you make your way all the way to the back here, this is where you see it. There is a large pile of people that are twisted up in the center of the room.
Can I make out who they are?
Make a perception check.
Oh, shit.
No. Everyone was tied up in a large group, and something just smash them together. And they're completely undiscernible.
Can I try to identify anything?
Make a perception check.
From the people that he's told me about? That's 24.
You can't identify bodies, and you're not really sure because you don't know the styles and what people were wearing as far as clothes, so you can't really identify them through that. But what you are able to see is that there are, at least from the looks of it, that not everyone was here, because you're able to count that there's about 40 heads, but you know there's over 50-some people here.
Is the rest of the vault open?
The vault has gotten a hole melted into the door. The vault door isn't open, and it's not exactly like a laser cut through it. It's as if a hole was literally melted into the vault door and just created its own door.
If they were going to retreat anybody or anywhere, they would probably go into the vault, wouldn't they?
I'm already running through the hole with the gun drawn. I got my hand cannon out. Actually, no. I want to get the other one. What was that thing called?
The Graviton Lance.
Thank you. I just looked at it on the sheet.
So, Uros, as you run straight into the vault,
I'm following right behind him.
Right in front, which is going to be sitting in the back of the vault, you do see someone.
Can I identify them?
Yep. As you get closer, you do recognize the cloak. It's Jin. He is being suspended along the back wall. His head is pretty much just slouched down, and he's not moving.
I check, see if he's breathing or alive or anything.
You hear a very shallow.
Jin, what happened?
While he's trying to talk to him, I'm going to start providing first aid.
Do you try to let him down?
Not yet.
Okay, well, what do you do to try to help him?
Is he bleeding?
You can't see the injuries, but you have a pretty good idea from the looks of it. He's probably got internal injuries from the looks of it.
I'm probably going to give him some stuff to help numb the pain.
Okay, so you give him a shot of some painkiller.
And I guess the only other thing that I'm going to do is, in my first aid kit, would I have an ammonia pill?
God, that's an incredibly interesting question. I don't know if you would.
Because I would say if I have been working with other teams, I would probably carry something like that just to wake somebody up if they're unconscious.
A lot of medical kits have those bigger ones.
Okay.
And ours
I'll say that's fair. Alright, so do you administer the ammonia pill?
I do, but I'm going to keep talking to him saying, don't make any sudden movements.
Alright, so you see his head shoot him.
Jin, easy. Breathe. What happened, Jin?
I'm going to bring out a compression badge and slowly start wrapping it around his midsection.
Paradox is scanning his body as you start to do this, and he goes, he's got multiple broken bones, multiple injuries. He's bleeding out bad. He might not last long if we don't hurry.
I don't think I'd have it on me. Uros can run faster than me, can't he?
I'm a hunter.
I mean, he can run fast, but where's he going? What's he doing?
Seeing if he can find something kind of like a stretcher.
Can go running through the lab and go to the medical wing and see if he can find one, I guess.
Go find a stretcher or something.
I'd have to continue on down the rest of the way, don't I?
You would have to actually backtrack because
Okay.
the vault is in the furthest back of the
that's
facility,
right.
so you'll have to back up to the medical wing.
Okay.
And bring any medical supplies.
All right, I'll be right back. I take off running up.
So as you do that, Jin starts to cough blood.
Fuck. A rift wouldn't really help him, would it?
I'm gonna say no. Because a rift in this case would kind of be more like healing through your own light. And he's not a guardian, so I'm gonna say in this case that it's not going to apply here.
Because I'm trying to think of something to help keep him alive.
So while he's trying to do that, am I at the medical lab part of it?
Yep. So make a perception check.
And I'm gonna have. Can I have DB also check around and do scans and help me try and find stuff?
Yep. So you guys basically split up in the medical wing. With that perception check, you definitely do find a stretcher. It's in worn condition, but it will definitely work out. And then I will do a perception here for.
And then any medical
Actually, oops,
supplies, please.
I almost did that for Paradox. I need diving bell.
I would actually ask this of you, Dave, real quick, because this is going to be a little bit more of an outer question.
Mm-hmm.
Would stasis, like, suspension chambers be a thing? Like, to free somebody? Like, you know how in Halo, the cryosleep?
Yeah, I know where you're going with that. But as far as what's in this facility, I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
The technology, I'll just say, it will exist, but it's not something that they have here.
Okay. I was just curious if it would possibly be something in the facility.
Yeah, that's not something that they have here. This is pretty much a testing facility that was. I mean, to kind of back up, this was a testing facility that tested the Genesis device, which basically wipes out entire life and uses basically light energy to recreate life on basically a barren world. So it's basically like a terraforming device on steroids. But in the process, like it basically would like wipe the slate clean on a said planet and start it entirely over.
I'm gonna use my communications and reach out to DB and Uros on a private channel. See if there's any. This is gonna be by the books. Possibly a way to do surgery.
Well, we are in a medical facility. There should be lots of stuff here for that.
And the only thing else I could think of to do, I'm gonna ask Uros, do you want me to try and contact the Vanguard to get more help here?
Yes.
I'm gonna try to contact, I can't even remember his name, fuck.
Nikon?
Yeah, Nikon. Kinda on a private channel.
Alright, so the thing is you're kind of it's a distance away, so it'll take a little bit to get Nikon on the line. So it'll at least be a few minutes before you're able to get in touch with them.
Okay, that's fine.
Um,
I'm just trying to keep this guy alive as long as possible.
Okay, so yeah, Paradox will keep the line open to try and get an icon on the line, and um, now I guess since now that you've administered what you've done, are you trying to bring him down, or are you, because he's still suspended on the wall right now?
I'm gonna slowly bring him down, but try not to move his chest as much as possible.
Okay. Make a medicine check for me.
That is a 21.
Okay. So you do manage to pull him down successfully without causing any further damage to his body. You do manage to lay him down onto the ground. He is still coughing blood and he's struggling to breathe.
There's not much I can do for a lung puncture.
He reaches up to you and he grabs your arm and he pulls you down.
I listen to whatever he has to say.
And he whispers, "He's so fast. Too fast. He killed everyone."
Everyone's dead?
He spits up more blood, and he lays his head back a little bit and goes, "Everyone's gone."
If there are any survivors, where would they have gone?
I ran into the wilds. There's no place. There's no place to go. Ran to the wilds.
They ran into the wilds? If anything?
Yeah, he's just saying they ran out into the wilds. They had no place to run to.
Yeah, I'm gonna contact the Vanguard and ask them once Nikon gets on the line.
So, Uros, you do manage to grab the stretcher, and you did manage to get a number of medical items. So you do manage to get back there to him. Do you say anything? What do you do here?
Jin, I'm here. I have supplies. We'll help you. We'll try and get you medical help. Something.
So DB and Paradox kind of team up for this one, and they're both going to do medical checks.
Okay.
Okay. So
I'm gonna step
DB
outside and try to just get more into contact, like with a better connection.
Okay.
Like if
So-
Nikon doesn't pick up soon, I'm just contacting other Vanguard leaders, like
Okay.
anybody that I can reach out to.
All right. Okay, so DB is taking point on this one. He's scanning over Jin's chest and he's highlighting the various broken bones. He's
I'm also gonna give him any of my medical equipment while this is happening.
Okay. So, you do happen to, you get a medical scanner that will help further assist determining all the injuries that he has on there, and you do have some additional painkillers. Okay. So, for this, they're going to basically, like I said, they're tag teaming this. I need to see if they're going to be able to heal him. That's going to be the real question. Okay. One more thing. Uros, I need you to make a medicine check, because they're going to need your hands for this.
Yeah, I was going to say, what? Here we go. I hope I hit the right one.
Okay. 13. Okay. So let's see. Okay. So DB is going to act as your HUD, and he's highlighting to you where the broken bones are, and he's telling you we need to splint these up, and we need to set these. Otherwise, this is going to further bleed. It's pointing to a broken bone that's rubbing against his lung. It's not punctured yet, but it is dangerously close to puncturing if it's slightly bumped.
All right, then let's get to work. Let's get him fixed up.
Okay. So let's do. Oops, I gotta switch sheets again. So I gotta switch back and forth here.
Oops. Where's my chair?
Oops.
I probably have chat open.
Nah.
Okay.
What is chat?
So Paradox does assist in showing the most vital areas. So you tend to those first, and you do manage to get those successfully mended. Okay. So you do manage to get back about 3 points of health for him. So at this point, he's stable. He's still pretty much beaten all the shit, but you do manage to stabilize his life signs. And as you do this, Elias, you do manage to get Nikon on the line and goes, "This is Nikon."
Hey, I need a medical team.
Elias, where are you?
I'm in the mountains of Colorado.
What are you doing in America?
Well, we were investigating a little bit of, something Uros came across. There was a town here, and, the town's fucked.
Alright, I'll get some units out there as soon as we can, but it might...
And bring people that can fight, too, because I believe it might possibly be a warlord.
Alright.
Because the one survivor mentioned somebody that was moving really fast. And they didn't say it was an alien.
Alright, I'll get a team dispatched out to you soon here. Medical might take a while, though, but we'll get it out as soon as we can.
Okay. And I just tell him exactly where the town is.
Alright. So, for brevity's sake, you do give them the coordinates to Stonehorn, and they will be in your position here within 20 minutes.
Okay.
Alright, so as you do this,
I'm heading back in to help.
Yeah. So, Uros, Jin does relay a similar whisper to you. He tells you the attacker was extremely fast. You couldn't stop it. He couldn't see it coming.
Okay.
Eventually, it starts to become incoherent. He's...
Rest, Jen. Just rest.
And his head just kind of falls to the side, and he passes out.
So he's stable right now, right?
His life signs are stable, yes.
While that conversation's happening, I'm going deeper into the facility, and I'm ready for a fight.
I was going to say, if he's stable, why don't we head down? I was going to radio you if you were still up topside trying to get a hold of Nikon.
Oh, I'd be coming back down by this point.
Okay. He's stable. Let's head down. We need to see if anybody else is alive.
Let's move him somewhere out of sight, though.
Medical facility? It's right there.
Yeah, let's move him over there on the stretcher.
Yes. We just both grab him and, well, grab the stretcher and with him on it and move him in there.
Yeah, we're gonna pick him up and just
Pick-
chuck him over there.
Get in there. He's a ragdoll now. Yeah. No. Yeah.
Yeah,
we-
so I'm not gonna make you roll for this one. You guys you managed to get him on the stretcher successfully, and you do move him back to the medical wing.
I just take those privacy screens, and they probably have some, and put them around a little bit to kind of keep him concealed a little.
There's no power inside here, so it's a pretty dark room at the moment.
Oh, okay then. Never mind. I pull the rifle back out, and let's go. At this point.
All right.
All right, so as you guys make your way back in, you guys go through the makeshift hole that has been made through the door, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So as you do, it is pitch black in here, and both of your ghosts will pop out and act as your flashlights for you over your shoulders. So immediately as you do, it is tossed. There are boxes and papers that are just scattered and tossed all about. There are mountains of papers that are just all over the floor. It is pretty much like you ran through a library, ripped every book off the shelf, and tore every page out of it, and just played confetti with it. It is a absolute trash mess in here.
And since I've been there before, I would know where the what's her name, Dr. Brown. I think that was her name. Her office was at.
Yep.
So I'm gonna make my way toward it.
Well, you'd be backtracking, so do you want to
Oh,
go
is it
back to
back
her
up?
office? Yeah, because
Oh, is it
like
up
I said,
there?
the vault
Oh,
is
that's
the
right.
furthest
Okay,
part
no,
back.
let's stay down there. Never mind. I thought her
Okay.
office. For
Yeah,
some
'cause,
reason,
you
my
can
brain.
backtrack on your way back up if you want
Yeah.
to check it out when you come back up.
Yeah, let's just check out the vault first.
Okay.
Is it like rows and sections?
Yes. It's like large filing cabinets that have just been ripped apart. But it's like rows and rows and rows of them.
I'll take left. You take right.
Yeah.
All right. I start heading down off to the left and down one of the rows.
I'll take right a little bit.
Okay. So.
And stealth.
Yes. Can we do stealth?
18 on mine.
Yep. You rolled 18.
Ooh.
20. Okay. Yep. Let's see. All right. So, I'm sorry, I'm forgetting again. Who went left? Who went right?
I went left.
I went right.
Yeah. You went right.
Elias
I
went right. All right. Okay. Elias.
Mm-hmm.
You do see that there's a little kind of a light that's on the further end, and it looks like it's a computer console. There's a blinking red light on the control panel.
I'm gonna turn fucking Paradox's light off and go to this panel. And is there any schematics on it by chance?
Make a perception check.
It's a 20.
Okay. Now, do you hit a button on the panel before this, or are you just looking at it?
Looking at it
As it is
first, and
now.
if there is nothing on it, then I'm gonna hit the button.
So, at the current moment, you're seeing text flash across the screen. It looks like it's like sifting through pages of data.
Mm-hmm.
It's just on a constant rotation, though. Like it's constantly moving. It's not stopping.
Okay, I'm gonna hit a button.
Okay. So the text basically stops. Do you want to read the page it's currently on?
Sure.
Okay. Let's see how scrambled it is. Ooh. Okay. So the page you're on, the text is pretty scrambled. It's you can see some of the words in there. It's rather garbled. What you are able to make out are certain keywords, and I will give you those keywords in just a second.
It's Terminator, son.
Dun, 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 dun,
Like every
dun,
time I hear
dun.
Genesis, I think of Terminator Genesis.
I thought I was the only one, and I was thinking of something else that had Genesis in it before. Then it switched to Terminator.
I will just tell you, it is not Terminator from which the inspiration is pulled from.
Oh no, I was just making a joke about it.
Yeah. So the words that you happen to read are garden, London, replication, plant-life, and that's it.
All right.
Everything else you're reading is you can't, like, you could try, I guess, to decipher more of it, but it could end up scrambling more of the message.
I'm just gonna wait until a better technical team gets here and try it later.
Okay.
I'm just gonna stop it from accidentally scrambling anything else.
Okay. So you're just pretty much gonna leave it alone at this point, just not touch it.
Yeah, just make sure it's not destroying anything else.
Okay. No, I mean, from what all you could see, it was cycling through information, but it was just set to like auto cycle. Like it wasn't set to stop for anything.
Okay, well it's stopped now, so.
Okay. All right, and then Uros, on the left side, you do also see a control panel that is blinking a red light.
Okay, I will walk up to it, and is it, what do I see on the screen? What is it scrolling?
Similar
anything
to what Uros was saying, you're seeing text that's just scrolling up across the screen at a somewhat fast pace. You can't really read it with how fast it's currently moving, but plus this is also written in English.
Yeah,
so
I was
this
gonna
is
say,
gonna
I
be
can't read it.
indecipherable for you. Yeah.
So I just leave it. I just leave it alone, because I'm like, I don't know what I'm reading.
Okay.
I would say, by any chance, can we see another person's POV through our helmets?
Oh, we are. I don't know. Can we?
Helm
If
cam.
our if say DB broadcast what he's saying to me.
Yeah, well, yeah, we'll say that, yeah, because you can see from your ghost perspective. So
Oh,
sure.
that's right. I didn't even think of the ghost. Whoops.
Yeah. If I can see what they see, in my helmet through DB, I guess, I kind of want to take a crack at it and tell him to stop moving.
Okay. Yeah, and DB was actually looking over the information. He's trying to actually read what it says as it's scrolling by.
He could
And
probably
then I
keep
just
up
scare
with
the shit out of the two of them by popping in.
it. Hello.
Don't do that.
Do you
my
want me to read it or not?
Can we put a beep in when he does that, just so we know?
Let me get him a cowbell.
Just sit still. Stop moving.
I grab DB a little bit, start shaking.
I swear to God, I'll leave and I'll cut the connection and go back to what I was doing so I can't read it.
Just sitting there giggling away.
People are probably dying. Stop
I know,
moving the
I
fucking
know.
camera.
Oh, I didn't stop the text, so do I need to do anything?
Stop moving and stop the text. Stop the text.
How do I stop it?
Press. I tell him which button to press exactly.
This one? Or this one? Or this one? Or that one?
If I was standing next to him, I would have just smacked him over the head.
I don't know these keys. I can't read it.
No. Roll an intelligence check for me.
Me?
Yes,
Okay.
you.
Oh god, I have a -1 to intelligence. That's not funny.
Wait, couldn't I just point it out to DB and have
No, not an
DB
intelligence
take it?
save. An
Oh
intelligence check.
shit. Wait a minute. Where is it?
Oh,
right.
wait.
No, that's I don't.
No. Oh, it'd be investigation. I'm sorry.
Investigation. Okay, it's still -1, Dave. That doesn't help. Oh, God. Have DB highlight the button. No.
So
Wait, no.
no,
It's with
no.
It's with advantage because I'm helping.
Okay.
But that's still a 9.
Yeah, it's still better than nothing.
Yeah. I don't read this. I've been
Like
reading.
in true hunter fashion, you just start hitting buttons.
Click, 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 click,
You're
click.
you're just like they're
Click,
all,
click,
they're
click,
all
click,
buttons, and you're
click,
just
click, 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 click,
you're hitting buttons.
click,
So literally Cade from the Forsaken mission.
click, 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 click.
That's
Click.
kind of the moment we're having
Click,
right
click,
now.
click, 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 click.
So
I'm like, stop pressing all of them.
you're starting it, you're stopping it, you're starting it, you're stopping it. It disappears for a second. You bring it back. You don't know what you're doing. You're just continuing to hit buttons. It's flipping through different pages. It's constantly moving
Click,
in the
click,
feed.
click, 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 click.
Stop fucking clicking.
Well, you said push button. I don't know which one.
Button is singular, not plural.
You hear Paradox goes, "It's the glow red one."
Red one. Why didn't you just say that? Click.
Oh, I'm gonna fight him.
You could have said just the red one. It would have worked.
Anyway, so what you end up seeing is well, actually, let's see if we actually do get anything out of that. That's a real question. Okay. A little better than before. So, what you managed to get in your complete fumbling of the computer system,
Click, click.
you managed to catch an excerpt from a log entry that predated the previous entry that you had seen before from I don't know if you had this in your notes, from a Dr. R. Pulaski.
Oh yes, I remember that. Did I write his name down?
So, and I'll get you the full entry for this later on here, but this will actually be Project Entry 30.
That's right, because I had to read it.
Mm-hmm. Well, you should still have it in Discord too, because I sent it to you on Discord, so you should have the entire thing.
I think I pinned it too, so... Did I pin it? Oh, goddamn, I didn't pin it.
So, the text does get a little scrambled, but you are able to read the similar serial number of Sierra X-Ray X-Ray Golf November 01-C. That was the serial number on the project file that you read previously.
Oh.
It does say Project Entry 30, but this is where it starts to become a little bit scrambled. You can't quite see everything in here. Some of it does seem to be actually censored, not scrambled in the same way that the other text is scrambled. So, it may be, and DB will actually pop in, and as he's looking at this and goes, we may be able to decipher the censored stuff if we take the files back.
Okay, why don't we do that?
All right, I'll let me get at this, and DB will begin to shine his light and attempt to download the data.
While that's happening, I'm moving further in the facility.
Okay, and Paradox is right beside you with the light shining in, and goes, "Man, this is one bizarre run that we're doing here. What is this all about?"
Well, there are probably some people out there that really don't like the city and would rather see it destroyed. And you can't tell me I'm wrong.
Well, the city's not exactly looked upon in the best of light, considering You know, everyone there has so much more, and people out here, well, they have so much less.
Mm-hmm. That's why I was trying to be nice coming to them.
Well, it was a good idea, but this seems to have added a whole lot more layer of complications to a lot of things.
Yeah, but if we can save a few people, we can change a lot of people's minds.
Well, let's hope that hunter fellow that's back there might be able to help. But he's strange. And he kind of looks over, he goes, he's not a guardian, but he does have just a hint of light in him. He's not a light bearer, but he does seem to possess some power of the light. Hopefully, if we can keep him alive, we can maybe learn more about what happened here.
Do you think if I possibly use my rift on him, would help heal him some?
He goes, nah. Rift
Hey,
really...
you never know.
I mean, you're welcome to try, I suppose. And as you continue to look down on here, you're not gonna notice anything distinct, because everything is just equally smashed. It's like pretty much whatever went through here. It's like it grabbed, like I said, it grabbed everything off the shelves, ripped the pages up, and just tossed it up into the air. So
I came in like a wreck.
Well, the point is that it's so hard to see what was taken and what was kept there, because everything is just it's all just pulled out and tossed.
Everything's just fucked.
Yeah. So you don't know if anything was taken from this information stash, if it was all just torn to shreds and just destroyed. It's an absolute clusterfuck in here.
Guess we'll just have to keep searching.
Okay, make an investigation check for me.
Investigation 17.
17. Okay. Yeah, that's a 7. You're not really seeing a whole lot much else in here. The two panels...
I'm not looking for like information. I'm looking to see if there's like places to hide and such like that.
Oh, okay. So you're just like looking for like cover, essentially. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I'm searching for anywhere somebody may be hiding.
Okay. All the shelves are still standing, so there's nothing that's like that's kind of pushed over. The room itself doesn't have any like kind of cubbies or hidey holes themselves. It's just like it's like a big square room that's just like a massive library. So there's no like hooks or nooks or anything that anyone would necessarily hide in. The ventilation shafts the grates are ripped off, but you don't see anything inside them, like as you peer in. So I mean, if someone did crawl into the vent shafts, they went pretty far in, and you don't know where they go.
I'm gonna go back to that computer panel and see if I can try to bring up some schematics for the facility.
Okay. See, this would be technology, and I believe you have a proficiency, do you not?
Electronic tools.
Okay. And you do have a toolkit, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
Electronics toolkit, yep, okay. Alright,
And
so...
it would be with advantage, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would.
So 22.
Okay. So with your toolkit, you do work on the control panel on there. A couple of sparks fly on there, but you do manage to stabilize the computer, and it does seem to be back in somewhat of a working order. So as you access the panel on there, you try to pull up any schematics of the facility, but This particular console seems to be like a card catalog. You're seeing a lot of information displayed of where certain documents are housed on certain shelves. It's pretty much just like what you'd see with a card catalog itself. Some documents you are able to pull up because they are stored electronically, which is what it was cycling through. But as far as anything else in there, this particular console is not going to find any schematics of the facility itself. This is more like the information hub of the facility.
Then what about an alarm panel that's inside of it, if there is any? Like, it would keep a log of any alarms going off, since it is the data hub.
It would be possible to do that, but not from that particular console, because that one that you're at right there is like the library hub.
Then I'm going to go try to find the main one.
Okay, so let's go back to Earl's. Where are you at? Are you still wandering about, or do you want to try to meet up with Elias?
I figured I'd keep going down, kind of like parallel to where he was going.
Okay, so yep, you're still split up then.
Yeah.
Side note, how much time has passed also?
From which point?
When I made that call.
Oh yeah.
It would have been we'll say about 10 minutes now.
Okay.
So we got about 10 minutes, about 5 to 10 minutes before they should be arriving.
Okay.
Okay. So as you do as Urus does continue, make up another perception for me.
I was gonna ask, can I do perception?
Absolutely.
It's an 8 though.
Okay. Diving Bell's gonna assist you with that too. So
Please. Oh, thank you.
17. Okay. So DB is looking around here with you, and he does spot another console and goes, "Look over here," and he floats over to it right away.
Do I press the big red button again?
This one doesn't have any blinking button on there.
Oh.
Currently, you're only seeing the console light up, but the display is currently black. There's nothing showing on the display. And DB runs his light over the panel, and he starts to scan it. Goes, I think this might be the security facility or security panel. He continues to beam light into it, and then you see the panel slowly start to light up, almost as if it's starting up. And as that begins, you start to hear in the background just start of like the sounds of backup generators starting to kick in.
Lights coming on, DB?
I've restored the backup power. Should at least get us some lights in here anyway.
Okay, good, because it'd be a little better if we could see a little more.
By any chance, do I hear that conversation?
Are the radio comms open? I guess that's my question to you guys. Are the radio comms open?
Oh, I didn't even think it. Are they?
That's up to you guys.
I don't think we shut them off since we've been in there, have we?
I'll probably hop into that conversation right quick and say, you might not want to do that.
Okay.
The reason being is, what if there's somebody trying to get through a doorway and the only thing stopping them is a powered door?
Oh.
DB chimes in. The sensors are active and there's no further life signs in the facility.
No further life signs in the facility?
He kind of quietly goes, yeah. Aside from Jin, there's no one else here that's alive. And he's really bummed about that.
We'll just turn on the power. Let's get the lights on anyway. Won't matter then.
And DB just kind of... He's clearly sad, and he just... Right, and he hits the beam again, and the systems start to continue to come back on. You just and emergency lights start to. You hear that as emergency lights start to come on inside the facility.
I guess
Yeah.
I'm gonna head back upstairs then.
DB just turns back to you, Uros, and goes, "I'm sorry."
For what, DB?
This is.
You didn't make
And
the
he
decision.
kind of looks down. He's like, "This should not have happened."
It's not your fault, DB. I was the one who should have said something.
Who do you think did this to them?
I don't know, but we need to find out.
Yeah, we do. And he starts to kind of make his way back over to where Elias is at.
Yeah, I'm heading back up to Jan.
Okay. So as this occurs, you do hear the landing craft start to land outside the town. And you start to hear the voices in commotion. Go, "Hello?"
I just call out to him, "In the vault!"
Are we making our way back up then? Or
I've made my way
Are you,
back
are
up.
you,
I'm
yeah,
still
do you want
kind
to
of...
stay with Jin, or do you want to make your way back and greet them?
Wait, is Elias with Jin, or...
I'm up by the door, like heading back that way.
I want to
and I'm
head
hearing
toward
the voice.
Dr. Brown's office.
Okay.
Since I'm on my way back that way, so...
Okay. Make a perception check for me. Oh, and I guess my other question is, are you just going back there normally, or do you want to stealth back there?
No, I'm just gonna go back normal. There's no life signs in the building, so...
Okay. All right. So
perception?
as you make your way back into Dr. Brown's office,
Do you want me to do a perception?
pretty. Yep, make it. Well,
Okay. I can do
make
it.
a perception for me.
It's not going to do
Okay.
any good, but...
Well, you've got your buddy Diving Bell, so he's going to help you out too. 14. Okay. So, you, Uros, it's pretty similar to the vault. The place is tossed. The cupboards have been ripped open. Documents and books are scattered all over the floor. DB does happen to make his way back over to her computer and starts to try to see if he can bring that back online.
While he's doing that, you said everything's just tossed. Is there any sign of anybody being, like... I'm looking to see if there's anybody dead in there. That's what it is.
No, there's no bodies. I'd say with that perception, you don't even really see any like traces of blood or anything in there. I mean, so there could have been a scuffle in there, but the way everything's been tossed, it's so hard to know. You really don't know for sure if there was a scuffle in here. It looks like it probably was, given how everything is just tossed like this. But you can't make anything definitive that to tell you like what exactly did this. Like you can't see that.
Okay. I just wanted to see if there was anything going on. Like I'd find a body or something like that. Okay.
Okay.
So I just let DB do the scan. Did you find anything yet?
Yeah. Okay. So he's investigation, and since this is gonna be technology, he will have an advantage. So it was a 23. So with this, he is going to find a message that is currently encrypted, but it is in an email file that is being listed as wanting to be sent to you. You do see Uroshale as the recipient. It was not sent.
Open it up, DB.
So he is going to decrypt the message. It's still text, so you have managed 18. Okay. So the message is very short, but it is, Uros, something is happening, please help. It stops at HEL.
When was that supposed to, or when was that made, composed?
Autosave put this at 13 hours ago.
Okay.
Side note, I'm not hearing this part of the conversation because I'm outside and probably radios are off by this point.
Is there any other information?
You're meeting up with the medical crew and you're advising what's happening to the people on the ground.
Medical and probably any other guardians that have showed up too.
Yep. You're basically you're the guys first on scene, so you're like a good cop. You're leading the investigation.
Yeah, and I'm leading the medical team to.
Yep. So, because you did manage to save Jin's life, he does get treated, and he will be taken back to the city for further treatment because he is stable, but he's still in pretty shit shape.
And probably unconscious too, because I would have probably put him in a kind of a medical-induced coma a little bit.
I mean, he's definitely unconscious from the injury, so.
Yeah.
All right. So as everything goes on, the crews begin to work their way back, and Nikon and Shin both do show up on the scene, and they look to speak to both of you.
I just look at him and go, "Don't look at me."
And Nikon just kind of looks over to you, Uros, and goes, "What happened here?"
I'm kind of looking over at the body still. Then kind of just look at the ground like nothing. When he asked that question, I don't know how to answer it, but I screwed up. I failed to protect them.
Shin just goes, wait, failed? How'd you fail these guys?
These were the first people I encountered that helped me. They were not fond of guardians. They didn't know I was a guardian, except for the few. They died because of what is down in that vault. It's Project Genesis, at least part of it. There's a whole thing down there. This is part of it. I didn't want them getting involved. They opened up the vault. There was a big argument. I convinced them not to destroy it and just seal it up. So I left it.
And DB just kind of floats up and goes, "This isn't your fault. You didn't lead anyone here to do this to them."
Yes, but I did make a promise, and I failed that promise.
Well, you couldn't have known either.
And Shin kind of just walks up, puts his hand on your shoulder, and goes, "You couldn't have known this. You can't foresee the future. None of us can."
Yeah, Future War Cult thinks it can.
I brush his arm off and
They
walk
cheat
away.
to do that.
I just brush his arm off and walk away, leaving DB floating there with you all and just kind of needing a moment.
He turns and looks at everyone and goes, I'll take care of him," and floats. And
before
right
he
after
goes
you.
anywhere, I go, "Did y'all find anything else? Because y'all didn't come out of the facility before I did."
Are you asking Uros or
DB, because Uros has walked away before
Yeah,
I grabbed him.
I walked away.
DB, he's more concerned with Uros. He just kind of ignores you and just he chases after Uros. Paradox does chime in and goes, "We'll get the information a little later. He's not in a good way right now."
Yeah, I know, but time is sensitive because there are still people that aren't with the dead.
Well, we need to figure out what happened here first before we can make our next move. So we'll give him a little time to process this, and we'll see what we can gather.
As
Hopefully we can get.
I'm walked away, are they in earshot of me right now? That if I talk to DB, because I figure he's going to be floating up next to me.
I figure you've walked away far enough to where you can't hear their conversation.
Okay, because it was DB at this point probably near me while you're two.
Yeah. He's not far behind you. He's not letting you out of his sight.
DB, how many people were total in the village?
57.
How many bodies did you?
Including the 9 children.
How many people were the bodies that were in there? How many were there?
And he kind of lowers a little bit. 43.
So that leaves about 10 people, maybe more.
He kind of nods a little bit for as well as he could and goes, "I think all the children escaped. I didn't find any of the adults, or I didn't find any of the children in whatever that was," and he kind of motions back to where the cave is.
You said there were no life signs in the cave or the vault.
The internal sensors in the facility showed that there was no one left. We
So-
were the only ones in there.
I'm kind of just looking out and looking around. Where would kids hide? Where would children go?
He's kind of pondering to himself. It goes, well, the ventilation system could have led them back outside. From there, they could really go anywhere, though.
Do you know what there during that scan? Do you happen to know where the vents were?
Well, out of game, there were vents inside that vault facility that one of them was found to the grate was ripped open. So it's entirely possible that if they did escape, that they could have escaped that vent shaft.
Where would that have it exited at then?
And DB starts to go through. Well, it spider webs into a couple different vents that do exit out of the facility. They could have gone out of any one of them. And some of them are miles away.
We saw vents down in the vault that were pulled open.
Yeah, there were some vent grates that were ripped off.
While he's having that conversation,
Yeah. Sorry.
with the 2 Vanguards that are with me, I'm gonna go to the person that had to lead this village's house and start seeing if there's any like evacuation plans or anything hidden somewhere.
Sure.
And just start tearing through the house.
So, let me actually pull my notes up for this guy. So you will be pulling up. You'll be opening Jack Myers' house. So as you enter into his house, it's like a lot of the other houses. It's been tossed pretty similarly. What you do see on the wall, though, you do happen to notice that he has some deer antlers hang up on the wall. He's got a couple of trophy heads hang up on there. He's clearly a big game hunter. They are still sitting up on the wall, but the picture frames they clearly were sitting on the walls have been pulled down and are smashed on the ground. Like the antlers and the deer heads and everything, like those are still sitting up on the wall, but it seems like the picture frames and the shelves that were kind of hanging up on there, they seem to have been just like pulled down and tossed to the ground.
Is it any by any chance a false wall?
A what?
A false wall.
Make an investigation.
I can't tell if it played. 12. But would the other two be helping me also?
Paradox would be there with you, so he can help out as well.
Well, I was also going to say the other two Vanguard with me. Because I would have at least brought one of them along to help investigate through this house.
Well, you know what? We'll say that they'll give this one with advantage because I don't have stats for generic guy 1 and 2. So
yeah. Well, no, I'm saying like my Vanguard, like the head of my.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like he'll give you he'll give both you and Paradox advantage on these checks.
Okay.
So you get a 13 and Paradox gets a 10. So, you knock around on the walls. You're looking around. You're trying to see if you can find a false wall somewhere. Like just knocking and seeing anything there. Let's see. You do happen to hear something hollow that's kind of next to the desk in his office.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a little bit hollow. It seems like it might be like a hidden compartment.
I'm gonna try to get it open.
Okay, how do you choose to get this open?
I'm gonna have Paradox investigate how to open it without me just using the sword and popping it open.
Wonderful idea. All right.
I'm gonna help him investigate it too. I'm dumb.
Yep. So he's gotten that 20 for the advantage. So perfect. So, he scans the wall, and then he will holographically highlight an area of the wall, and he says, "Punch this spot."
You remember I'm weak as shit, right?
He looks at him and goes, "Well, do you want to open this or not?"
I punch it.
Do a strength check.
God, that's gonna hurt. 17.
17. No, your hand goes right through the wall. Just it spits out some dust and it kind of hits you in the face a little bit and scatters on your arm. But you're able to pull open the entire section of the wall, and it reveals a hidden safe.
A hunter would probably be better at lockpicking than me. Which Vanguard came with me?
These are just generic boy 1 and 2, so
I'm gonna go get the hunter Vanguard.
I was gonna say I'm gonna come back up from where I was at.
You have no idea where the fuck I am now.
Yeah, so
I know the town better than you do, though.
So Eros, you'll see Shin just kind of standing there. He's looking sympathetic to you, and just up to you goes, "No, he was important to you. I'm sorry."
There might be 9 kids missing. They might be in the ventilation. We don't know. I just
might have survivors.
Yes.
All right. Well, and you see Shin look up to your ghost and goes, "You gotta let everyone know. We'll start looking right away."
Where's Elias?
You see Elias start walking back up.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'd probably be heading back toward you at that point.
So there might be survivors, Elias.
That's what I kind of figured.
Kids, children.
DB chimes in. They might have escaped to the ventilation ducts, but it does go pretty far. And if this happened, the distress signal was, well, not a distress signal, I guess it was more like a distress email. But the message was sent out about roughly 13 hours ago.
Well, those vents were open down there, so I don't know how we're going to try and find anybody in them. Or where they even went.
Am I by them by that point?
You're gathered with everyone in the group.
I look at Shin. That's his Vanguard, right?
Yeah.
I look at him. Hey, I need your help for a minute.
Absolutely. And he just kind of waves you to lead the way.
And I'm taking him back to Jack's house.
Okay.
And, it's
And
up.
Nikon will actually kind of turn to you, Eros, and goes, I understand this is emotional for you, but could you maybe shed some light on a little more what's happening here?
DB, show him. Give him the info.
So, DB will essentially catch Nikon up to speed about what's happening here, and he will solemnly just approach you and just goes, I'm sorry for your loss. I understand this is difficult, but we will bring justice for these people.
Yes, I know. I just want to find the kids now.
We'll do what we can to help them. We'll find everyone that we can. In the meantime, you may want to perhaps distance yourself a little further from the situation.
I just kind of quietly turn and walk back down toward where the entrance is, where the... Was it the
He
inn?
just lightly grabs your shoulder really quick before you leave and goes, I understand it's hard to hear, but please, we are not the enemy here. We will do what we can to help them. And he lets go.
I know. Just promises broken. And just keep on walking.
Alright, so...
Unfortunately, I'm making my way back toward the entrance where the inn is, which is near Jack's place, too. It's just like, wait a minute.
Making my way downtown.
Yep, pretty much. Because that's where everything was. I was like, oh, yeah, it's down that way.
Yep, and it's kind of that sad, solemn walk of remembering how everything looked before and then seeing everything as it is now.
I was gonna say, does Ura see me and
Doors
fucking
probably
Nikon
ripped
walk
off.
into Jack's house?
Do you?
Oh, do I? I'm walking down that
Make
way.
a perception check.
Yeah, I
because
can.
Yeah,
Your ass
make,
is
make a
sulking.
perception check.
I'm like,
are you?
I'm pissed at the same time.
Maybe you're. Yeah, maybe you're
Oh,
too
shit,
emotional right now to notice. So nope. Yeah.
19.
DB noticed.
No, 19. I got 19. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. No, I mean, unless you're gonna stealth it in, or else like.
No need to
Elias,
stealth.
Excuse me.
It's like,
Yeah, unless you're wanting to stealth on your way into Jack's house, like you pretty much see Elias and Nikon go in.
I just kind of come up to the door, look in. Figures. You would have a safe.
And you
Oh, I
immediately,
remember that deer.
Yeah, you see the horns, and you do happen to recognize the horns of the buck that you had hunted and successfully killed.
Yes, I remember.
They were
helping.
hanging up on the wall there too.
So what are you guys doing? Trying to get in safe? Go for it. I'd love to see this.
Hopefully there's an evacuation plan that they had in here.
Maybe.
Had it
And-
hidden just in case.
As you guys are talking, Shin is just quietly like working on the lock a little bit, and he's not really saying a whole lot. He's just quietly working the lock.
Is Jack's desk still intact?
It's intact. The drawers have all been pulled out though.
Oh, okay. I wanted to see if
Also
there's
ask,
anything.
how many people did you say were in this town?
Wasn't it 57?
57.
Is it
And how many
57?
bodies were in that pile?
Was it 43?
43.
Yeah, okay. Wanted to make sure.
There's a few adults that escaped then.
The
Yeah, it seems plausible given the number.
Is there a way we can
that's-
scan?
Because you said there were 10 kids.
9 kids.
Yep.
9 kids.
That is correct.
Wonder who could fit through the vent.
Maybe they weren't in the town when it happened.
I hope not.
Shin is just working luck. He goes, well, most kids I know, at least if they're running out here in the wilds, they love to run in the forests. So more than likely, if I were them, I would probably go find, click, my favorite hiding spot. And he cracks open the safe, opens it up. You do happen to see that there is a hand cannon that's sitting in a holster that's in there. There is a folder in there that is a manila folder. Does have some papers in there. A little stack of glimmer in the back there, and a couple boxes of bullets.
I'm going to reach for the manila folder and look at it.
Okay. So as you pull out the folder there, you do happen to see the facility is named it's named after the city Stonehorn. You do see some additional information regarding the facility itself. It's more about the company Genesis itself. It looks like they might have been some pamphlets that did come like for tours of the facility. There is a small map of the facility in there. It's just like a generic one. It's not like a very detailed blueprint, but it's more of just like a tourist kind of a map that shows like, oh, this is where the lab is, this is where the school is, this is where the garden is, stuff of that nature.
Yeah.
And you do happen to see some protocols in there that are listed in there. As far as evacuation goes, there does seem to be evacuation procedures, but it looks like they might have been for the original facility's crew when the facility was actually functioning. Not so much as...
I was trying to look for, like, the town's kind of evacuation.
Yeah. It looks like there isn't anything specifically in this folder that has that, but you do happen to see some more documentation about the facility itself.
All right.
While he's doing that, can I pull the holstered hand cannon out and look at it? I kind of want to just see it.
Yep, so it is a polished steel and it is in pristine condition. If I were to actually put a model to this, this would be an ES Luna.
Say that again? What was it?
Vino Visor probably knows what an ES Luna is.
Oh,
Mhm.
yes.
Yeah.
Think of a baby Hawkmoon.
Yeah, it's kind of like a baby Hawkmoon.
I think there's
But it
actually
is a polished silver instead of a red barrel, and it is in pristine condition.
Just writing it down because I'm like, hey, what kind is it?
Yeah. Now, I mean, if you want to use this in terms of combat, it's not a unique hand cannon. It's going to be just a standard hand cannon. But you could seek to use it and upgrade it for future use if you want to.
What's mine's just a generic hand cannon right now anyway.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you have a generic one right now. But this one, I would say, would be a little bit more upgradable than your previous hand cannon.
I look over at the Elias and I go, Elias, do you mind if I take this?
Yeah, it's yours, technically. I'd
Thank
say
you.
if you knew these people well enough, Jack would probably want you to have it.
Thanks, Elias. I holster it, take my other one, have DB store it.
Okay. So you go ahead and you holster this hand cannon.
Oh, you said there was ammo in there?
Yep, there's a couple of boxes of hand cannon ammo.
Oh, okay.
I'd hand that to him also.
I was gonna say, do you have? You don't have a hand cannon. That's right. You have
No.
the sword and your other thing. Okay,
Look.
you can have the glimmer if you want. I don't care about that.
No, you need it more than me, you broke bitch.
Fine. I was trying to be nice.
So
Thanks.
you do.
How,
Okay.
how much glimmer is it?
The Shin hears all of this, by the way.
Ooh, that's a nat 20. So let's
Oh,
go.
wait.
Yeah, you're gonna get a nice chunk here. It
I
will
swear to
be.
God, if he somehow becomes richer than me, I'm killing him.
No,
Well,
then I'll buy you
you
the
have
alcohol.
What? You have what? 20,000. He would need 11,000 or
Yeah,
more to.
that's.
Yeah,
I
know,
don't
that's
think
what
that
I'm
would
saying.
be.
Like, if he somehow
I
becomes
don't
richer
even
than me-
think.
Even with a nat 20, I don't think that would be.
Even with a nat 20 roll, I don't even think I can even go that high with
Wait,
Glimmer.
let me loot the entire town. Then maybe I might be a little richer.
Then the townspeople aren't forgiving you.
Yeah. Well, too bad. They're all dead.
Not all of them.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
Then I have to. Then I start to have to question your allegiance.
That's a whole different one.
I'm starting to think you're no longer a good character. You might be more of a neutral.
Who said I was neutral? I'm just playing the game. No. I just, how much is there? Jesus. Nat 20, really?
You pull 5,000 glimmer.
Holy shit. You okay? Oh. Whoa. Okay. That was
Just
more.
immediate
I was
reaction.
thinking
Oh,
1,000.
shit.
I was thinking 1,000. I'm like, holy shit, 5,000. Okay.
Well, I rolled a nat 20. So.
Yeah, it threw me. I'm like, what?
Yeah, you got a nice chunk there. So you got a nice 5K glimmer out of the safe, and you have a hand cannon. So at this point, Shin will just kind of step back and goes, well, we're going to keep investigating around. We'll keep looking for the vents, and we'll do what we can here. And he just kind of looks at Eros, and he sees really how defeated he's looking right now, and he goes, why don't you guys head home? We'll take over from here. You guys have had kind of a rough day.
I fully recommend us doing going investigating the vent exits first.
I got our guys taking care of looking at the vent exits, so don't worry about that.
Well, here's the thing. If they're scared, you gotta remember, they don't like Guardians. They might run from you guys.
They know me.
Uros, they know.
And
I'm willing to stick around
Shin
and
and
try.
I kind of look at each other, goes, that's fine. We'll go get we'll get some, we'll get a couple of regular humans for, they're not all Guardians, so you have obvious regular humans in the ranks, so they'll get the regular humans to help with the search.
Okay.
Okay.
Besides, they got more bodies to be able to handle it than just the two of you guys.
Doesn't mean that we can't help.
I can't help it. Oh.
Well, as I said, you kind of looking over at Uros and seeing really how defeated he is, like,
Oh, shit, I can't.
Yeah, but finding some of these kids might bring a little bit of light back to those eyes.
you still have Jin to worry about.
He's getting medical
I
attention.
was gonna say same thing. He's getting
Oh, so
We can't
he's
do anything
okay.
else.
We're not going to worry about him. He's
Well,
just
he's
gonna-
out of danger. These kids aren't.
Yeah, we're just like, hey, we can't do nothing else for him. The medical crew's got him. But what are we gonna do?
Fair point.
Hey,
but
poke
we
you
kind
if
of need
you-
to wrap this up at some point here too.
Oh,
No.
okay.
You're just wanting to end this.
We need to wrap up at some point. I don't want to go all night.
Better ending
You
good
could just end
news.
it with us preparing to go out and search for these kids. Kind of giving you an out here.
Well, you kind of had a mission to begin with that you just ignored.
Yeah, but this gave a plot development.
That you chose to go on, which I had more plot development planned.
You should know us already by now. We're gonna go off stage by
I'm
so
aware of that. That's why I'm fine with the direction we're going. But
Oh,
remember,
I get a lot.
remember, You had a mission you were going on in the first place that you just fucking ignored.
Hey, there was no time limit that he gave for him to investigate the EDZ. Just want to point this out.
I feel like you're stalling for some particular reason. I
There
can't
is
quite...
no stall. I don't really care.
This is good. Where's it?
All right. So,
Well, let's. I'll agree as long as something good happens out of that.
listen. Things have to happen for a reason. I need to give some plot development here because things have been cozy for a little while. We need to flip the script a little bit.
I know, and that's why I said we can end it off with us going and preparing the search.
I'm good either way.
Instead of going back to where we just left.
Well, we do have a mission to complete, so
There's no time limit on it.
Jesus Christ. Why don't we let them handle it? We'll head back.
We're
I
gonna
will
search for these-
I will just simply
Or wait a
say
minute.
time does have consequence.
I was gonna say, where do we have to go? London? Is it
The
just
EDZ.
the EDZ.
EDZ? Not London. What did I say? I'm thinking because
And the
of the
reason why to our characters that time does not matter is because he didn't say that there was any rush to this.
Oh, somebody was paying attention. I wasn't.
That
I was like,
particular
just get it done.
point is true.
So we have no reason to rush this.
Suddenly I get a communication. Hey, we need to hurry this up. Oh.
That would be the most bullshit thing, and I would call that out.
Dave, it's up to you. I'm good either way.
No, I mean we'll leave it. Yeah, so the group's decided we will stay and help assist with the search for the children, and that will be at the beginning of next episode.
I'm so gonna pay for this. Oh my god.
His
Listen.
punishment for us later in the
Listen.
next match is 20 knights just ambush us.
Oh, you know what? Can I do that from here for you? No.
Listen,
I don't want to
Go
go
ahead.
to you.
I understand I may have upset some people with this.
Huh?
However,
What?
I simply request that you understand that there has to be strife and there has to be
There's going to be some
problems. We must make good stories, so I'm trying to make you a good story.
He is.
We are making a good story. I'm not complaining about it.
Yeah. This is.
I'm not
good.
saying you're complaining, but I'm saying like I feel like I deflated Matrix with what happened, and I'm not trying to make you feel bad. I'm trying to give your character more depth.
Yeah, and that's why I'm just playing along in it. I'm like, oh shit.
And I'm
man, I don't have to-
I'm glad you're okay with that because I don't want you to feel bad that what's happened has happened. I don't want you to walk away feeling negative. What's happening? It has to happen for story reasons, and
Yeah.
I just
And I'm like, hey, it's part of the game. It's got to happen that way.
I
And
have
I'm
no
like-
connection to these characters.
You will soon. Dave, make him feel things. Oh my god, no. I was joking. Don't do it.
I'm doing something differently with that. We'll just leave it at that.
Oh, okay. I'm not even gonna ask. I'm not even gonna.
Don't
No.
Because what's gonna
I need
happen?
to-
I hope you guys do not see coming, and I hope it catches you all by surprise.
It's my crippling
There we
depression.
go.
I mean, how does your crippling depression manifest then? I just gotta know.
It's just nightmare hunts.
That's so you don't have to. I don't have to change things next. So there you go.
I will just simply say your dream has a story significance that's going to crop up later.
All right.
So don't forget about the dream. because
Oh shit!
it's gonna be important later.
I'm waiting to get that pull more again toward the reef as is. I'm sitting there when you brought it up, I was like, oh shit, this is gonna be interesting.
See, there's multiple layers happening here, though.
Yeah, so I was like, oh boy, this is good.
And the fact that because I didn't anticipate you guys stopping off at Stonehorn so quickly.
I really didn't even think about stopping back there. So when you did that, I was like, oh, okay.
Well, here's the thing: is I anticipated that you guys were gonna go back at some point. I was expecting it to be later. So the fact that it happened sooner than it did, you guys actually ended up seeing what happened here sooner than what could have happened. And because you got there as soon as you did, you actually got the opportunity to save a character. Because I will just go ahead and say, I originally planned Jin to die.
I was wondering.
But you did manage to actually get there in time unexpectedly, and you managed to roll to save his life.
Yay!
So you guys did something I didn't expect you guys to do, because I didn't expect you guys to even stop off here in the first place.
We did things we weren't supposed to, but we did, and we did something good.
You changed it on me, but you made it work, and you actually saved someone's life who I actually intended to have die. So, you sons of bitches, you thwarted me again.
Hey, blame him. I just followed along on that because I didn't expect it.
But like this is what I'm finding as I continue to do this with you guys, because Visor, and I know he does this on purpose, but he tries to fucking judo flip the goddamn script on me and do something I'm not going to expect.
The thing, I was planning on going to Stonehorn. Is it Stonehorn?
Yep.
You got it.
No matter what, at one point or another. It's just that since we were discovering more about Genesis, I wanted to go to where the origin was. I didn't plan on anything happening like a fight. I was actually just expecting, oh yeah, it's the village. They just may not be happy with me, but I'd like to investigate it just in case.
You made me feel things, Visor. Thanks a lot.
You're welcome, bitch! So I actually wasn't trying to flip the script. I was just like going with the flow on this one.
Oh my god.
But this is what I'm saying though, is that what happened here was already planned to happen.
Just happened sooner?
Well, it happened sooner and also in the respect that you guys got there relatively not long after the event had occurred. Because you guys, the way I had originally planned it out, would have probably showed up there about a week after.
Yeah, they would have been dead.
It would have been no smoldering. It would have just been burnt, and
exactly.
We might find little mongrels running around. Yes, my precious food. Oh, look, fresh food walking on two legs.
Are the children dregs now?
Yeah, I know. That's what I was wondering. I'm like, oh shit.
And see, the angle I could have went with that would have been so different.
I'm gonna not talk no more. Dave might take ideas and use them against me. They come out of the vents a whole new creature.
Matrix, you know I've been doing different character studies and looking into different things. So
that's
you
what
already
scares
know.
Me.
You already know I'm looking into different character ideas, and
Dave's scaring me.
You're already seeing some of those already.
Dave's scaring me.
Big scary man.
And I'm a little surprised you didn't ask about Malachi's bodyguard, or the doorman rather.
Didn't think about it.
That's fine.
Figure I'll kill him later or something,
You say that, but I'm just gonna tell you now, he already has a character sheet.
Oh, fuck me.
So, I don't advise you try to pick a fight with him.
okay, Visor over there, that guy really loves to talk and he likes to get into fights. He just enjoys it. Go for it.
Bitch, fuck off.
Wham! Oh, I don't know what happened.
Now I really want these two to meet.
Oh, shit.
I really want these two to meet now. Because you didn't even really get to explore the character that is the doorman.
The doorman. That's all he's called. Doorman. Doorman.
Well, he does have a name, but I'm not going to tell you.
Well, I didn't ask him, did I? Whatever. I'm not going to ask either.
I'll
just
just
called
say
doorman. That's it.
He's not going to tell you, but not for the reason that you think.
Oh, fine. Whatever.
Not the reason you think.
Whatever.
It's just an alcoholic.
Yeah.
Nope.
Oh.
Nope.
Why can't we have Alcoholics Anonymous in the game?
Because I'm not putting up with being a fucking armchair psychologist to wanna be alcoholics in a fucking D&D game.
You have to prepare for anything in game.
Oh my god. Oh no.
Not if I
D&D,
want to
baby.
swing things one. I can swing it one way or another.
I don't want to sit through that.
Dude,
I'll
will-
wander off.
I will make my character an alcoholic and have to go to an AA meeting.
Oh Jesus. No, I will not.
I am going to.
It's going to be the
throw
most
you
violent.
off the wall.
I want to take that part of the session. It's going to be very violent.
We are gonna straight up do a Game of Thrones. I'm gonna throw your ass off the wall if you make me do that.
Oh, gotta have DB record the whole thing. Can he
Oh,
make
it's gonna be a wide angle, like we're gonna watch him fall from the very top and hit the ground.
It's Rorschach paintings. This is how we create them.
See, kids,
God.
this is how we make art.
Oh my god.
Splattered all across the wall.
Oh Jesus.
And see, I feel like you'd be like Deadpool, and you just be like, you love it anyway.
Yeah.
Oh jeez.
You would probably throw yourself off the wall to make more art.
Oh, God. Didn't he kind of already? Except for it wasn't off a wall. No.
I mean, yeah, he already did, but now he's doing it for
Art.
shits and giggles.
It's art. Art. You gotta say that.
I mean, I guess you really love art if you're willing to throw yourself off a 100-story wall to do it.
It wasn't off a 100-story building.
Well, I'm saying like the size of the wall.
Oh.
It's close
I
enough.
mean, I don't know how tall it is. I'm speculating, like just saying 100 stories.
It's a trick, I tell you. All right. How many rounds of? How many bullets are in each of the 2 boxes of ammo?
They were 12 each, so
12
you get
each,
24.
Okay. Wanted to. I was like,
Yeah. Well, I know you got a lot of hand cannon bullets anyway, so you're pretty good.
So,
You're not gonna need bullets
wow.
for a while. I would imagine.
No, I won't. I have 31 currently, and I think that's also what's in the gun.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just add this in. It's holy crap. I won't need them for a bit. But I got a shiny one. Pew pew.
Dude, you got a shiny gun.
Pew 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 pew. Comes a pew pew.
Well,
Let's
I
see,
mean, we'll just have to see if we can get into
5.
combat next episode.
Yeah, I was actually expecting something in the dark. I really was. So I was like,
Well, that something in the dark was at the other place.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, that's where I had combat planned.
And somebody ruined it by detouring us.
I mean, no, I'm not ruined at all. But
I want to
it's
shoot
just-
something.
I had all the combat planned elsewhere, and like I wasn't ready for you guys to do this so soon. So It's fine. It worked out.
We had to go sightsee. That's all. You know, burnt, charred corpses, crushed corpses too. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh god, I have to play the down part. Okay,
Well,
this is gonna be fun.
Well, when I'm saying they're kind of congregated in a group, do you? I don't want to paint an incredibly nasty picture, but you kind of get an idea.
They were all tied together.
Yeah, they were pretty much. They were.
Well, yeah. Let me. I'm gonna send you an image that kind of paints the picture in my mind. I just gotta find the right.
Why is it?
I just want to say I've been playing World of Warships this entire match.
I'm not surprised.
Well, the reason being is because it's
I gotta go
kind of a little bit slower of a game. So.
Yeah.
I still have stream running too. Who's all in here?
I know Nick's is here.
I found it. Now I just gotta send you guys the actual image.
I'm getting stared at from the other room to be done. So I'm gonna stop.
He'll be done when he's done.
What the hell?
We're almost done. We're wrapping up here in a few. It's fine.
Don't worry, I'm showing you off stuff, you know. On that cute little bag. Oh, look at these dice.
Not that folder. This folder.
Oh my god, Becky.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god.
Becky, look at her.
Oh, why am I should just put this in their group.
Oh, there it is. There you go.
So, this is kind of the image I'm painting in my mind.
Well, that's
Jesus.
Hebus? Yeah, actually, it's pretty close. Mine was a little shorter in style.
I thought they were like all sat down on the ground and like tied together in like a circle and just set on fire.
God, no, that's mine was a little shorter. You see where the one face is? Probably beneath that. That's what I was thinking. Just about that high, but like that.
Yeah, no. When I say they're smashed together, this is the picture I'm visualizing.
That's what I was kind of thinking.
Ooh.
But not that tall. But yeah, that works.
Yeah. We basically came across a war.
What? Who? What?
Exactly, a war crime. I mean, if you're just gonna look at the act all on its own, absolutely.
Just look at her and go, "Hey, you got to experience your first war crime."
Dick. That's all I drew.
It's fresh and full of life, fresh and
Jesus Christ.
Oh. The things I know that you guys don't, and it's just.
He's bursting to let his creativity show.
If only you knew.
Oh my god.
If only.
Alright. There we go. And make sure you put that pile of corrupted. At least they're, you know, compact.
Everyone enjoyed the new twist and spin I'm putting on this.
One that was added in, and surprise! When it was, yeah. I'm gonna have flashbacks, man. Alright, well. I guess it's have a good night, everyone. We'll see you next week, hopefully. And
by the way,
yeah.
If anyone is interested, I am gonna actually be doing something here starting tomorrow night. I'm gonna be doing a build stream. I'm gonna be building Gundam models. I'm not gonna tell you which one I'm gonna build. You just gotta go follow me at Space Ghost Dave on Twitch and come check it out. I'm building a Gundam model.
He's
and
building.
Just gotta come check it out to see what I'm building. We're gonna be doing probably 3 hours a night, so expect at least a couple of weeks of build streams. So Monday nights, we're doing this.
Change that.
Yep, I am gonna have background music playing while I build too, so you can definitely chill and listen to some lo-fi stuff with me and watch
Oh,
me
yeah.
build stuff.
You'll probably be in class while you're doing it, right? I know she started some of her stuff up, so.
Yep, so I'm gonna just be playing some lo-fi music and we're gonna be building. So yep, just come check me out. It'll be fun.
His link's in the thing. His link is also in my thing for Twitch. Just look for it. It's under the D&D thing. You'll find his link there as well. It'll be probably easier than trying to type that whole thing, but you see it.
Icon is the same on Twitch as it is on Discord, so it's the same little ghost icon. Can't miss it.
Speaking of, I need to go talk to somebody about those to see if he's even gonna be able to still do them. But anyway, yes, we'll see you all next Sunday during this lovely evening. Yes.
Have a good night, everybody.
I don't know.
You have a good night.